What's up? You've tuned into the Kokomo Press Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Grainger, and this week I have another full panel of funny people. That's right. We got comedians coming all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm very excited to have them here. But first, of course, my co-host, the great Sean D's in the house.
What's up?
Sean D is funny everywhere. Go find him at a local club, bar, brewery near you. And of course, my first guest this week, he's the first time on the show, has his own podcast. You'll have to check him out. His name's Jeremy Johnston.
Hey, how's it going?
Hell yeah.
Kokomo.
Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And then, of course, first time on our podcast ever. He's come out to the open mic. Just so is Jeremy. But they've come out to the open mic, hung out with us. We're going to get him to come out even more. Ladies and gentlemen, get up for Boden Byrd. Hanging out. Hell yeah. So check it out and stay tuned.
Warning, this video contains adult content not suitable for children.
That's wild. He hit it already. All right, at least you figured it out though, dude. You got you're bingled out. He's rammed out.
Yeah,
you
dude.
And I are just
fucking
chilling, right?
Our Super Bowl nemesis.
Is that Catan or something? What is that? What does that shirt say?
Oh, it's AJR.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's a band.
Oh, hell yeah. Fucking I
Got
like
to go
bands.
see them at
I like bands.
I went to see them at Game.
They're terrible.
Cool.
They are. They're bad.
Yeah, they're not
They put on a good live show.
I don't hate it, but I don't think you would like it
that much.
There's something going on with your.
Yeah, no, I heard it.
Yeah.
I like AJJ.
I don't think it's your core. I think it's the
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something going on there. No, yeah.
Andrew
The
Jackson,
cable.
Jihad. I like them. I don't like
Jesus
AJR.
Christ. Now, I will say I was like falling out of love with them as a band.
Yeah.
But I bought these
Seems good now.
expensive tickets at Gamebridge to see them.
Yeah.
And I hadn't even listened to the album beforehand. I went to see it, and their show, like, there's so many like pyrotechnics and different gags and stuff that they did that it won me back over. So
Yeah, a live show can change.
So everything but the music guy is what you're saying.
the music was great, but the lights definitely had effect. They did this cool thing, right? So like one of the lights fell out onto the stage and like broke and shattered all over the place, right? So they had to like get everyone off stage and have a couple of guys come out and clean it up, like these fucking old dudes, janitors, right? And then they
They're
ripped their
called
faces.
stagehands.
They ripped their fucking faces off, and it was the band. They had like Hollywood level like old man masks on, and they convinced the entire
arena that something bad happened.
yeah.
Fucking, it's like Eric Andre if it was a band.
Yeah, and then like the beat dropped, and then they went hard into it. It was fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, I like that though. I like theatrical stuff. Like I get shit all the time for liking a lot of modern rap, but like Travis Scott's show is one of the most interactive. He had a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah, he killed a guy.
Yeah, he killed a guy. Yeah, that was very interactive. You know what I mean? He said shots at your head, and then somebody died. It was pretty cool.
It's a once in a lifetime show.
Yeah,
Is that the guy that? Am I thinking? Is that the same guy that's like in with the WWE and just quit because he's like, ow, that hurt.
Yeah. I don't think he's got that Cactus Jack.
Yeah, but he just quit. I thought because he was like, oh, it hurts your body. And I'm like, yeah, what'd you think?
Yeah, what do you think's going on here? I thought it was pretend hurt. I thought it was a make believe hurt. I don't know. I think a lot of people. Yeah, it's kind of like that though. He did a crazy show. I got free tickets from the radio station here. My ex used to like to listen to the radio, and so she would win tickets. Like we got free tickets to take our daughters to Taylor Swift at one time. That's
cool.
Nowadays, that's like that would have been. We could have just sold those and made millions of dollars.
If that happens again, hit me up.
I used to work for.
Love Tay-Tay.
Well, I used to work for a venue when I lived in Cincy, but everyone we booked was like not people I would really want to see.
Yeah,
but like we booked like Kesha when she was like coming back, which was cool. Like a lot of my family, I got to take them to that. But then we booked like Jim Brewer. And they were like, he needs an opener. And I was like, I'll do it.
Oh,
just because I want to see how crazy he's gotten.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was crazy.
He's pretty. I mean, he's very interesting. He's funny, but he's very like he's got a very like I think he's like right leaning, right? Is he like right
very
leaning?
much.
Yeah.
Well, he went up and he was like, I'm not Republican and I'm not Democrat, and everyone like clapped, and then he's like, but here's 40 minutes on retarded Biden, and it's just like doing this character like burp, burp. And I'm like, what is this?
I think you've picked your side, bud. No, I'm just kidding.
I was hanging out with him backstage because I wanted to meet him. But I didn't even stay for his whole set. I just like left and went to the club, the local comedy club. I was like, fuck this. But we were like, so he like lost his mind, I think, over COVID was really like a lot of people started to. And we were hanging backstage, and this lady was walking by that works like back of house, and she's like, and then she looks at us, she's like, don't worry, it's not COVID. And then he goes, no, I don't care. I've had it 3 times. Just let it out, sister. And I'm like, hey, man, I don't care if it's COVID or not. I don't want people coughing in my face. Like, we didn't do that before. I don't understand.
That's the new, the greeting. He goes, come up, cough. Everybody cough in my face before we start the show.
He wanted to, like, show how tough he was or something. I was just like, all right. Because he's like, it's just a cold. And I'm like, okay, man. I still don't want people coughing in my face. Like, what are we doing?
You ever listen to Nick Mullen? You ever heard of Nick Mullen?
Yeah.
He has a bit. He had a bit in a special. I think it's something about the Chinese New Year or something. I can't remember what it's called. The Year of the Dragon. Year of the Dragon.
I saw it. But
he has a bit.
Can't remember all the bits specifically.
He just had a specific bit in there where he's talking about getting. He didn't want to get the vaccine because he told me I had to leave the house, so I didn't want to. So then I got COVID, and he's like, "Well, what's the chance I'm getting COVID again?" And he's like 5-6 times later, he's like, "What's the chance I'm gonna get? I've already had COVID." And he's like, "It's like perpetuating the system of like, oh well, I mean, at this point, I've already had it 5 times. What's the big deal at this point?"
We just had I just had a show, the Saturday Showcase.
Yeah.
And it did very well. It was a very good show, but everybody got sick from it.
Not me.
Everybody got sick, I swear to God. And I was like, I was talking to them, like, my landlord had to come by. I talked to a different comic who wanted to, like, shoot something. And they're all like, no, don't worry. I have kids. I'm used to it. I got a strong immune system. I'm like, no,
please
You're
don't.
just putting people at risk. That's insane stuff.
Yeah, we're now aware. I think what COVID did was make us like society. We've now spent like a year caring. Well, some of us spent a year like really caring. Like I used to have a bit where I would talk and I'd be like, oh, we're all still pretending COVID's like gone, right? We're all pretending COVID's gone, right? Because it's like adult Santa Claus,
I forgot about it till just now. Actually.
I know, it's crazy, but it became part of, like, it seeped into us as a society a little bit where the people that gave a shit, you can still tell because they don't want to get people sick still.
Yeah.
Like all the signs are gone though.
It made me more aware of like germs, I feel like, than I ever was before.
Yeah. I bring my own mic to shows now. It's something I started doing, So if I go on stage during a comedy show, I'll just take off I'm just kidding. I don't do that. I do it in music shows.
That's some Howie Mandel shit right there.
Yeah, just like
I came and did a mic here at a barbecue place during COVID, and they just gave us moist towelettes. So like, just wipe the mic with this before you go up. And I'm like, I don't think this is gonna do.
No.
I went to different mics that had like almost like a microphone condom thing that they would put over.
I still have some of those because I bought a bunch and then COVID ended, and I was like, well, fuck, I got all these.
I guess we're done. Now. No, I think I've got more sick this year than I did during COVID. Like I got a sickness. I think these sicknesses are bad every year. The difference was that one was just so contagious. It was just happened to be more contagious, and then people wanted to pretend like it didn't exist because of reasons. We heard about it. Our page heard about it. I don't even know if I can talk about this because we made like a joke. I don't want to get specifics, but we made a joke at the time. It was before our new page existed. We lost our old page. We were on a different page. We made a joke, and it was really serious, and we didn't realize how serious it was when we made it. And it I'm talking within like 20 minutes, we had like 400 reactions and people sharing it, and it got scary to the point where we just deleted it. We're like, I don't know if this was a good idea. I
don't think anyone knew at the beginning because it was literally like. We were laughing about it at work, and then the next day I went into work. They're like, everyone needs to go home. And I'm like, what?
Yep. It's in the whole factory. I work in a factory. They were just like, we're done. And we're like, what?
Even the club that I worked at, they were like, do you want to do like a local showcase this weekend? And I was like, yeah, it's just like the flu or whatever, right? Yeah, and then everyone's like, hey, because I have like an autoimmune disorder. They're like,
shit.
Hey, I think you should actually stay home. So then I like started like looking into it more, and I was like, oh, fuck, like.
Okay, I'm about to kill him.
But I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck it was. I'm just like, oh, whatever.
No, see, I was still in high school. It started in my senior year, and I was like one of the people who I posted at start. I was like, it's just a cold, guys. Stop freaking the fuck out. And then like 2 months in, I'm like, oh fuck,
I look like an asshole.
I'm gonna regret this so bad.
No.
But
I can't wait to pull that up when you get SNL. I'm just kidding.
I feel I might have been the only person to have a good experience during COVID. Like I still had to go to work, but I didn't have to go to school, and I didn't finish my algebra credits, and they still passed me.
Hell yeah.
And like I just had my girlfriend come over every day, so I was like just getting laid all through COVID.
Hell yeah. I mean, that sounds like that's a lock-in, dude.
I got paid to stay home, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Everyone's like, I'm so lonely. I'm like, I'm doing pretty good right now.
I put on like 40 pounds, was sitting at home just enjoying the devil's lettuce all day and watching Tiger King, you know, because that was the thing to do at the time.
That was like a moment we all came together because everyone was home, so they were all watching Tiger King at the same time.
It was the worst ever like spurt of cultural movement was that one show. Because like most things, it's like, you know, like the Avengers or, you know, something cultural that everybody kind of hits together. And then this was like a horrible documentary about this fucking gay redneck tiger.
And I'm pretty sure Carol Baskin killed her husband.
Yeah.
People still just go around like, hey, what's up, cats and kittens?
Yeah, nobody even cares.
Yeah, she's a murderer. Okay.
But you got the jersey on, man. Yeah. You're still, is that Joe Burrow? Is that Joe Burrow?
Yeah, Joe Burr.
Joe Cool.
Joe
Cool. Yeah.
It's usually what I throw on when I haven't done my laundry. But
hell yeah.
Yeah, we're not good.
Yeah, not anymore. What happened?
I don't know.
He's gone. He was so good. I don't know what happened.
He's not gone.
Well,
our front office is terrible.
Yeah, I guess he had a really bad year, right? Did he get injured?
He did this year. Yeah, he had turf toe.
Okay, yeah.
And then he came back, and it wasn't enough. And it sucks because Rams right here are probably going to win the whole thing.
I know, right?
I don't know. I would love that, but I got my first Super Bowl win in 20 years a couple years ago, so if we don't, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm mad that you guys traded all your picks and you're going to go back before the
Yeah. Yeah, we suck. The Colts suck too.
But tonight, the Indiana Championship, a lot of people are psyched for that.
Yeah. I mean, this is gonna drop tomorrow morning. So if you've seen this, you probably know who won already. It was either Miami or IU. Let's do a reaction. IU won. Yeah.
Go Hoosiers.
Miami won. Damn.
The Hurricanes.
That sucked. That was horrible.
I lost my savings in this game.
We'll just cut to either. Whatever one happens, just watch that part. All right, that's the one that you should pay attention to. Other than that, hey, we are in studio right now.
Oh shit!
Here with Jeremy Johnston. Let me get Johnston, right?
With a T,
dude. Okay, let me do a proper intro. I'm going to do an intro in the beginning, but I'm going to do another proper intro because fuck it, we're hanging out here. Okay. What's up? I'm Jordan Grainger. This is the Kokomo Press. Over here, as always, in my green chair is the great Sean D. co-hosting. We got Jeremy Johnston hanging out, coming all the way from Indianapolis. And of course, we got Boden Byrd. This is the wrong button. That's the right one. Hey! Funny claps. We're goofing here, man. You can always tell when it's been a couple weeks since I've done. I backloaded a bunch of podcasts. This is the first one I've done in a minute. I went live last night just to be like, remember how to do this. Still don't remember. Producing your own show. I need a Jamie. I'm like, pull Jamie, pull that up, and it's just a picture of me.
It's a lot of work to do it by yourself. Like, one man being it. Yeah. Well, you got two, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Luckily, I have him to. Whenever he can tell I'm busy over here, he'll be like, "Okay, it's my turn to ask questions." He's great at it. Hell yeah. Well, the good news is we're all comedians in here, all stand-up comedians from various years. I'm about to hit 7 years. Sean, you're 6 years, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it?
It just turned 6 in October.
Hell yeah.
I'm on like 10 years.
Hell yeah. Give it up for 10 years, dude.
I need to start taking it seriously. Or quit.
Boden, I think you're our baby, right?
Yeah, I'm only at like a year and a half.
Hell yeah,
a couple
man.
Weeks
That's
ago.
awesome,
yeah.
dude. You kind of hit the ground running with it, though, man. Like producing your own shows, doing your own things. Like you work a lot out of Fountain Square Brewing. If you guys don't know, which you probably should know, it's every Wednesday. The list says 6:30, shows at 7. It's at 1301 Barth Avenue. My logo's covering up. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it. But other than that, you guys do a show every Wednesday. Sean and I actually came out to it a few weeks ago. I do have a couple.
Yeah, I
pics
know.
of that.
I saw you guys came out, and I was.
That's wild.
That's wild. All right, I guess we got to move off this topic.
Yeah,
I was literally
no.
because we had just done the show the weekend before, and I was like, I just got sick, and then I saw like all the people I don't usually get to see at Fountain Square came out that night. I was like so bummed. I was like, damn.
It's okay. You and I already talked, so we were all gonna do this anyway. So I was excited. I didn't know that you were sick, but I knew you guys did that show. You did the show with Kyle as the headliner.
Kyle.
Yeah, that's great.
Did beautiful.
Yeah, I heard it was packed in there. You guys did a good job of making it big in there. Yeah, just say yes.
Pretty good. Yeah,
Packed.
Pretty good.
Pack that bitch in, dude. That's how everybody got sick.
Yeah. Well, I don't see. That's why I was like, I don't talk to people and I don't get sick. So
Yeah. No.
everyone else wants to be like social. And I'm like, now you're all sick. So.
Yeah. Well, the couple times I've came through, I've always got a chance to talk to you when you were in there. Yeah. We actually had a conversation about cameras one time.
That's true.
That was at Liberty Street though. We went there after. But yeah, you guys have a great thing on Wednesdays because you guys do yours early and then Liberty Street's right after. Yeah. So you guys can kind of hit double. Sean and I we're goofy. So we both had the same. We went and did both a couple times, and both times like this feels like real comics. This is like we're like New York comics. I'm just kidding. You guys get that every night.
Yeah, my friend Quinn just went to Austin, and he's like, it's pretty much just like Indy, but you can do like 6 mics a night. I'm like, that sounds nothing.
Nothing.
Like Indy.
What are you talking about? 6 nights a night. Did he go with Cole? Did Cole with him?
Cole went with a friend. Well, he had like a friend that lived down there.
Oh shit! Yeah, I saw he's down there too.
Quinn was invited by like a headliner he worked with, I guess, up here. So
I know Quinn did really well in the
contest,
Indy's Funniest, which was that's a big deal. You did really well one year, didn't you?
No,
I thought you did.
I didn't do it this year.
No, the year before. Did you do?
No.
Oh. Well, you're hilarious, so you should.
Yeah,
why are you not
I
doing
didn't.
it, dude? I'm gonna force you.
Okay,
I'm gonna force you now.
I don't like contests.
Nobody does.
I was going to say that's wild. I'm glad he's saying what he's saying.
But like, okay, so I've like done the ones in my hometown, and they always went good. But like, so I was like, yeah, everyone's like, you should do this one. So I'm like, all right, I live in Indy now. I'll do this one, and you have to pay to do it.
Yeah.
And then I like didn't advance by like 1 point because I didn't bring anybody, and I'm just like, fuck this. I'm not doing it.
I understand that.
I don't like 100% audience vote because I didn't know anybody here.
Yeah.
And that's me being salty, but it's fine. I didn't want to like win, but it would have been nice I had a really good set, so it would have been nice to at least like do another show.
To be validated for a good set.
Yeah, but I got work at the club, so I can't really complain.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched both you guys do comedy, and I've seen both you guys do really, really well. So that's good.
You. I mean, always like seeing you guys too. I love your mic.
We like to goof. Yeah. It's you did Cooper. You never did Cooper's. The first mic you did was
I've only been able to come out the one time, and you guys hyped me up so much. I left so happy.
Well, you fucking I
watched the video, and it didn't feel like I did as well, but like you guys loved it, and I felt so good about it.
Yeah. I will say one thing about us, and I've noticed this the last time I went to Fountain Square as well, which is like I think it's important to like get people to be like, let's have fun, guys. Mm-hmm. I know we're working on stuff, but we are a community. Remember that. So I always, one of the things I've tried to do with is like it's something I'm going to push even more and more. Like when somebody comes up, just yell in their name. Just get people to yell the name. Like that's something that I think that if we did that more, it would just increase the energy in the room and then get people like, hype for each other. So if it's like the next comic comes to the stage, Boden Byrd, just that.
Well, that's what I tried to say a bunch because there is like a weird energy where like even if Liberty Street, it's all comics.
Yeah,
the energy is still better somehow than some other mics where it's just comics. I'm like, hey. If you're the audience, you decide if you're going to be a bad audience.
Yeah.
Like, we can decide if we're going to be a good audience or a bad audience, but
it's weird that an audience full of comics sometimes is a bad audience, and I'm like, you know what they're doing.
I know they're like in their head or they're working on what they're going to say. I mean, it's hard sometimes not to want to go over your notes.
That's true. Or judge the person on stage. Like, I can do this bet. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's also, I like that mic, the Liberty Street mic, because of what you just said. It is a lot of really good comics. You're going to see good comedy. Like it's the people that are coming out at 9:30 to do comedy give a shit about comedy. You're not coming out at 9:30 because you're just like, hey, let's just do a little comedy. It's because you want to. So you end up seeing really good comics working out, which is important.
I really like Liberty in the summer because like all sorts of like people will be walking up and down, and so you can bark people in. Like we had a bunch of people in knight armor come in and just watch us do the open mic.
Like fresh from like a Renaissance fair style?
They had like a party right up the street, a Knights party, and they were like our audience for the night, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you can get all sorts of weird people in the summer. Fawn Square Brewery doesn't have a lot of walk-in traffic like Liberty does.
No, it's like more in like an alley area, right? So it's a little bit off the street. You know, you just got to get somebody in like a hot dog suit. Ask me about my wiener or something like that.
That's been tossed around so many times, yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna
wieners have been tossed left and right in this room. Man.
I was gonna say, when you guys did it,
with the wiener.
speaking of summer, when you guys did your mic outside in that like alleyway,
Dude.
that was better than like some book shows I've done. Like,
Dude, I've had a lot of people say that. I remember that night. I don't know if it was just because I don't know if. I don't want to speak for you. So when I saw you that night, I was like, I think he might hate us. I think it might have been I think it might have been catching the wrong half of that vibe. But I was like, I think Jeremy might hate us, dude.
Was that when I was in the boot?
Yeah. You came on stage, you're like,
Well, no, I showed up and my friend Max was like, hey, I just almost fought a black guy. And I'm like, what is happening?
That was hilarious, by the way.
Because I got there late. So I was like, I didn't know what was, and he was like, kind of on edge, and I was like, what's going on? And then but no, that show was amazing. There were so many people. It felt like, I don't know if you had a full tally, but it felt like a lot.
Yeah, it was probably like 60, 70 people out there. It was that night. That specific night, we ended up having, I think, you, Cole, and Max that night. And there was a guy in the front, we were talking about who, it was a really tough situation because he had just lost his niece, like randomly, like a heart condition or something. And we knew he was sad, but he showed up with his own bottle of liquor. And we're like, hey, man, you can't, that's illegal. Right. You can't just have that. This is technically a bar. So we had to tell him to leave that. But he had been drinking. And we were like trying to calm him down the whole beginning of the show to be like, he ruined mine. He didn't ruin Max like handled him like a pro. He ruined my entire set because like I didn't want to be mean to him because I knew it. I knew too much. If I didn't know, I would have fucking torn into him. But because I knew the state he was in, I didn't want to be mean. Max went up there and made a joke, and he said something. It was like a prison joke about they can't read, black people can't read, and he got so mad. It was so funny. It was obviously to bait him
because he was talking about being in prison.
Yeah. It was so good though. It was that was a fun show. That was the energy that night was crazy. Those patio nights when it would be like between like 70 and 80 degrees out, people would come out and it would just be packed.
That was awesome. And
like normally outside shows suck because you talk to endless and you can't hear anything back, but because we had these two, it was in an alleyway. It was like everything would bounce off. It's
like we do we used to have an outdoor festival, rest in peace Bruja in Cincinnati, but you could do like the main stage or on this huge stage, but audio's just going out everywhere.
Yeah.
And everyone wanted to do the tunnel because you're like under a tunnel and it feels like a club.
Yeah. You have to make the space smaller than it is.
Yeah.
In some capacity. Yeah, I think that's one of the issues you run with Fountain Square is that it is such a big room. Like it's a long, big room, so people spread out, and sometimes you don't get you're probably actually getting more laughs than you think, but you can't tell because you're like, hey, what was that?
Yeah, it is more spread out.
Be a little louder.
I've been trying to like contemplate a way to bring improv there for a while, but you just can't do it with that long room, and then like it's just the acoustics don't work for it.
Yeah, I wonder. They have a pretty big system now, right? They have bands in there and shit.
Yeah, I mean, they just got a new system and it's working really good. It was so good that like when we did that show, the Saturday Showcase, I keep saying him, he wasn't on it, but
I just went to support my my.
I think the reason
Kyle
you're doing
Bates.
that is because the next Saturday Showcase.
Yeah.
Jeremy's going to be headlining, so give that a round of applause. Hell
Yeah.
You can kind of see it. I got to move it over a little bit. There you go, people. You can see it on the left side. I got to fix this because it drives me crazy every week. I made that before I realized it was going to look bad. I'm going to move them to the side. But
setup.
It's a great way to spend Valentine's Day right there.
Yeah, dude. February 14th if you're single.
Or if you're not.
Or if you're not, bring your girl out. Jeremy will roast
Bring your guy out. Women are the ones buying tickets.
That's true. Now. Are they really? That's awesome.
Whenever I get my Eventbrite the metrics back, it's always women buying these tickets, and that's what I keep hearing.
They're always making a plan. They always got a plan to put together.
Guys just don't want to go out, man.
No, dude.
So why do people that just lost someone go to a comedy?
That is tough. I think the first thought makes sense. Like, oh, I want to get out of this funk. I want to laugh tonight. But then if you want to become part of the show, then no, please leave. Like, don't do that.
We had do you know Sarah Tolomosh? No. She's married to Joe List. She's a comic.
Yeah.
We had her headline the club in Cincy, and this lady in the front row was just like being a nuisance, and then just broke down like crying.
Oh no!
And she tried to address it. She's like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, my son just died.
What did
And she was like, then why are you here? You need to leave.
Yeah.
And it was
Shouldn't
just
you be
like,
making arrangements?
it like ruined the show. She was like inconsolable, and it was just like awkward.
Yeah.
And we used to run an open mic in the club after the show. This was like Sunday night, the end of the weekend. So we used to run a mic after Sunday nights. And the guy that like runs it, he was just out there like, yeah, can't wait to go out there and do my thing. And he's like pumping himself up. And as soon as the show ends, he goes up to start the show, and he goes, "What's up? My son just died." And the speakers go into the bathroom. The lady hadn't left the venue yet. So her husband came in and just like called us all retards and pieces of shit. And then we had to shut the mic down and just sit in the dark for like 20 minutes till we were sure they were gone. It was just like...
That lady thought it was a podcast.
Yeah.
She's like, is this a podcast? I was here to...
But I'm just like, it's not our fault. You shouldn't have been there. Like,
No.
no, it's just weird.
No, it's a bad move. Like, it's bad form to do that.
People just be offering up information. Like, I was doing one of the Zoomer shows a couple of months back, and I was opening up the room, but there was barely anyone there. So I did my autoerotic asphyxiation bit.
Yeah.
I asked the crowd, I was like, are we all familiar with autoerotic asphyxiation? She's right next to the stage, and she's like, yeah, that's how my brother died. And she's laughing her ass off, but I like look at her. I'm like, should I keep going with the bit?
Yeah. Well, it could affect the people behind's laughter because now they feel like they have to.
She was the only person laughing.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I asked her, I was like, should I keep going with the bit? And she's like, they wouldn't let us bury him in the church because of how he died.
That's funny.
And then I still did the bit, and it killed. But I was like, no.
No.
This is the only good part of my set. Like, her energy threw it off so hard.
I love that though. Like I have a bit where I like you guys been watching the WNBA? Crickets every time. I get that crickets every time I ask them. I'm like, you guys know Clayton Clark is? Crickets. And I'm like, all right. Well, here's the bit about something you guys don't give a shit about. No. Here's me being a misogynist in a bit about a basketball player. You don't get the reference. No. I had a sex dream about her. You know?
Yeah.
So
That's what we all have.
Like it's weird for me because I never had a sex dream about an athlete before. You know what I mean? I'm like,
True.
so I consider
What other
her
female athletes?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I guess Gabby Douglas, but you know, I have too much respect for her.
Sex dreams. That's so.
Never had a sex dream before?
I don't be having sex dreams. No, I get all my business done in the real world.
You make your dreams a reality in real life. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The man who just spent the whole hour up here like, I'm so lonely. And I'm like,
I didn't say I needed a partner.
Oh yeah, dude. Is the Tinder not working down there in the old Indianapolis area?
I bought platinum, and you do get a lot more likes and stuff.
Oh yeah,
but
dude.
I like conversationalists, and I can't find any conversationalists on Tinder. I like to talk.
wait a minute. What?
I did meet a girl on Tinder. That was pretty.
You're bankrupt and you paid for platinum Tinder?
This was back when I had all.
Oh, okay.
So before I moved to Indianapolis, I lived way out in the country in a shack. And I quit my job, cashed out my 5 years of 401k, moved to the city, and then spent all of my money in like 2 months.
It felt quicker than that because you messaged me and you were like, hey, I got $20,000, so if you ever need to borrow any money, just let me know. And then a week later, you're like, I'm broke. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
I'd only been living it up dude, I was going to like the movies every day and seeing like double features and I bought like $400 worth of records in one go. And then I was like, damn it, I can't ever buy records again.
Yeah. Like, you gotta pace yourself there.
Yeah. I went through like a quarter life crisis or some shit.
Yeah. It's like that's a John Mayer thing, or
you didn't even buy like a scooter so you could get some mics and stuff.
I bought an electric bike actually. And I've since ruined it.
Oh yeah, you almost ran over that lady at Liberty Street. That's I forgot about that. She was so mad.
You lying son of a bitch.
What did you do then? What do you call it?
She happened. It's a wide sidewalk we're talking about.
I don't know if you realize how much space you take.
We were all. Nah, man.
I have Tinder Platinum. Get out of my fucking way. I have a platinum card. Yeah, you can have a black. Yeah, we have a black card, but you got a platinum.
I think I was dressed up as Patrick Star in the moment because I have Patrick Star pants and a pink shirt.
So you're just evoking Patrick Star energy. That's not a big deal. You can knock somebody over.
I go to the club in that outfit.
He also used to live under a rock, so that makes sense too.
Yeah. She said, "Oh, Patrick." That's what she said when she fell down. Oh, father.
Did I tell you guys the story of how I'm the only one to go to his shack in
No, don't tell.
Darlington, Indiana? Do you guys know what Darlington, Indiana
No,
is?
I've never heard of Darlington,
It's got
Indiana.
interesting lore, Darlington, Indiana. It's
Yeah. There's some lore. I know you talked a little bit about it on the roast when you got, because you guys went against each other before when it was Fight Night back in the day, which is funny, you know.
He whooped my ass.
Yeah.
Because I had never had pink eye before in my life, and I got it after doing his pot, and that he never even put out.
Never put out.
And he's like, hey, I'm like, where's the bathroom? He's like, I don't have running water, but I have a podcast. I'm like, what is this?
I was trying to work my way out of some.
You are literally what all women on internet are like complaining about a guy. They're like, he doesn't have a fucking running water or a toilet. You get pink eye, but he was like, hey, you want to throw to our sponsors or something? We are sponsored by Blue Chew. He's like, I don't have any running water, but I am
No,
sponsored
he's
by
like,
Blue Chew.
stay away from that house over there. That's my neighbor Stabby. Is their name?
Yeah, she was in the comedy scene for a short while. But
It's not like you were
I don't
just
know.
doing a Norm Macdonald bit. That's my neighbor Stabby over there. Like, that sounded like the most Norm Macdonald thing I've ever heard.
That's what I was like, why is her name Stabby? And he's like, because she stabs people. I'm like, that was my fault for asking.
Yeah, I should've- That's on me, really, at this point.
She
stabs people.
She has stabbed people. Yeah, that's why she's named Stabby.
Well, you do have coming up this weekend, actually, was this Friday night. Exciting things are happening at the Kokomo Press. Yeah, very exciting things. Not only are we bringing you comedy shows, an open mic once a week, skits, videos, funny jokes on our page, and satire news stories, but now you can support us by going to kokomopress.shop. It's that simple. You go to kokomopress.shop, you find a t-shirt, you find a hat, maybe in the future some stickers and some posters. You go on there, you buy one of those from us, and percentage of the proceeds will go to us and help support what we do. We appreciate every person who just likes, subscribes, does all that. But if you go to kokomopress.shop and you buy something, we'll know who you are. You send us a photo of it, we will post it on our page and shout it out. Thank you so much. Go to kokomopress.shop, buy all your shirts and hats needs, and support the Kokomo Press. Thank you guys so much. kokomopress.shop. This weekend, actually, was this Friday night, you're going to have a show at Fountain Square Brewery, and that's going to be the Boomer Zoomer Roast Battle. Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited. Me and Bob, actually, we went against each other on the first ever Slate Night, so it's like a rematch.
You guys get to make fun of Bob. I saw, I think I only seen Bob go against one other person. Was it Terry? Is who I saw him go against?
He went against you.
Maybe.
Did he go against you? That's like I must have not seen that one.
It's on YouTube. I'll send it.
Yeah,
It was
check
so
it
fun.
out.
He drew a picture of me and brought it to the thing, and then I whooped his
bad?
ass.
Yeah.
No, it was a good picture.
Hell
But it was like I was wearing a Motley Crue shirt like every mic I went to, so he said like Fatley Crue on it. Yeah, and then I won, and I was like, "That's right."
Yeah, get my fucking paper now. I need it. You put all that work in.
But it'll be fun, and he's supposed to judge on it.
Yeah, he reminded me on the way up here that I agreed to judge, and I forgot.
Oh yeah, there you go. At least you got a
I'm
chance
going
to
to vote
remind
for
him.
Bob,
Yeah.
for sure.
I was going Bob. Yeah.
And then we got Maya, and Maya's just absolutely killing the roast game. Like, she just won a whole new tournament the other day.
Yeah, what, Go Bananas, I think, in Cincy? Was that the one she
No,
did?
no,
It's a different one.
The one here, I thought. Wasn't it?
I don't remember where.
Maybe she was just wearing a banana suit. I think that's what's going on in my head.
Maybe. I didn't know.
She was also sick, and I don't know what their scene is looking like, but she went there, roasted everybody, and the next day she's like, "I'm sick as hell."
Going on the road in the winter, man, I'm telling you, it's like when we get a lot of shows. Like, it's like the shows stack up, but then everybody's like, "I'm fucking sick. I'm dying. I've got cancer.
Yeah,
it's ball cancer."
I don't like I don't care for those comics that perform sick, though.
Yeah, that's not cool. Yeah, if you're sick, don't show up to the mic, or tell me and I'll put you on last. I've had people come to the open mic. Like one time I went to the open mic sick, and I was like, they were like, "You should come out." I was like, "I don't know, I'm not feeling very good." And they're like, "You should come out." And I was like, "If I go last, I'll go up. That's my only, because I'll tuck away in the corner and then use the mic last. Nobody else will use it after me, and then we'll call it a day."
I have a good. Well, he's not a good friend, but he's a friend. He's a good comedian.
Yeah.
He gave my girlfriend COVID because he did a show sick, and she did comedy when she was doing comedy. And then he came to the Helium mic, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm sick, but I'm gonna do a spot right before you." And I'm like, "Can you not?"
Yeah, no.
Why me? I don't
Not
wanna get
again.
sick. I
Yeah.
already got My girlfriend's sick. I don't.
My
know
household is fucking over this. Come on, man.
So yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But
it's not like living alone. I can't get anyone sick. I literally from when I got sick at the show to like the next Sunday, I did not see sunlight. I just stayed in my house and I was like, I'll just get better.
Sean, you did one show sick. You ended up featuring sick one time. That was the worst.
Yeah, I hated it. My voice was out. And
we promoted this show for like a month and a half. It was in not his hometown, but the town in Indiana that he claims. And his mom and dad came out, and it was like this whole thing. And then like 2 days before, he comes out with this like.
I know this town?
Yeah, it's called Logansport.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say you can test me. I know Darlington, so I'm.
Martinsville? You ever heard of that?
Isn't that where the Klan started? That's all I know.
I only know that because of fucking KJ's. It's his bit. He's got a bit. Martin Luther King.
There is have you guys seen? I've passed by that. There's like a Nazi house on like. Is it Keystone Road?
Yeah, I own some property there. What the fuck? I'm just kidding. No, I'm just
gonna say I'm not
it's just
familiar.
Covered in like
houses.
Nazi flags and everything, and it's like I can't tell if it's a troll or just a really hateful.
Well, either way,
like,
it's weird.
It seems like everyone's just aware of it, and they're just like, yeah, we don't talk to Bill.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We don't talk to Billy Hitler. That's old Billy Hitler over there. You know, the Hitler Property Incorporated. It's fucking horrible. Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know.
I having an entire house with Nazi, it does seem a little much. I don't think they have that in Germany.
Right, yeah.
I don't care. It's just when they make it their whole personality.
Yeah.
It's like with the flags and everything. It's like, just chill.
I wrote a great bit for a gay comic, but I'm not a gay comic, so I'm not sure if I can do it. But it's basically just like...
Why are you pitching it to?
Pitching it to somebody in the room.
I thought you were this person doesn't exist?
This other person doesn't exist. I'm just kidding.
I thought you were going to say the comic.
No, I have a bit. Sean knows what I'm talking about. But it's stupid. It's probably been done before. It's really not that interesting, but it's just basically like I have a friend of mine who's homophobic. They always say, I hate when I don't mind gay people. I just hate when they shove it down your throat. And I'm like, you're more of an asshole guy. Like, because you're an asshole, and they probably take it. Yeah. Anyway, I've told him I thought about incorporating it because I have this whole chunk on like how I was accidentally gay. So like it was funny because I saw you one time do a bit about how your wife, is it wife?
No,
fiance, girlfriend was like worried that you were gay for a minute. Like that you had a bit about something like that.
Yeah, her biggest fear is that I'll come out as gay and leave her for a man or something.
Yeah. See, I had not
her biggest fear, but it's like a fear, I guess.
My fiance had the same thing. So like she had this whole, and like I remember hearing you say that, I'm like, God damn it, I've been working on something for a minute, and I didn't see you for a while, and I was like, okay, I think I can do it without feeling like I'm stealing from him, because like I did have this bit that I was working on, but it's basically the same thing. It's like my fiance said her biggest fear in life is that I'm going to tell her that I'm gay, and I said, babe, that's not just a fear, that's homophobia. Like you're literally afraid of gay. Like and then I start telling stories about how I might be a little gay.
Yeah, that's not the same at all.
Yeah, it's not. But it's like the same setup.
Because I haven't even. I should work on mine maybe too. But mine was that I felt like she was sending me mixed signals because then she'd be like, "Let's go to the ballet," and I'm
yeah, it's a good one. That's funny.
Oh, I would be a ballerina so fast.
Dude.
I had the body for it.
Did you say so fat?
Fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I really did think you said fat. I would be a ballerina so fat, dude. It would be cool as shit. Dude, I'd love to see a fat ballerina. Like, I think there are some that are actually really fucking good. Like, I don't think really body, I think,
Here's my favorite joke to do to a straight comic.
Let's do it. Let's hear it.
That's just something I used to do on my podcast all the time when I had one. But I'd just be like, do people ever get offended that you do a gay voice?
Like, what? I don't do a gay voice. I don't do a gay voice. What are you talking about? Yeah, I figured the setup. That's a good one, though.
It's fun because people either get really confused and but, I don't know.
When I do music, they say I'm very homoerotic on stage.
Really?
Very theatrical, right? Right? There's a gayness to it.
Look, you're one of my best friends.
Damn it.
Totally. Keeps doing it.
I'm going to get a new cable, I think. Yeah. Just don't.
Jam it in there harder.
Yeah, I thought you were just being quiet. It turns out your mic sucks.
Yeah, my mic sucks today. Yeah, and I was being quiet, but you are a little
homoerotic on stage.
Yeah,
It's theatrical, you know.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, there's nothing at all.
I just did a brand new bit because a lot of people have been like, I think you're like opportunistically gay, and I'm like, where are all these opportunities you're talking about?
Where are all these opportunities? By the way, I'll be at the Glory Hole on 13th and
I don't know how many times I've ended the mic with, I'll be giving out the $5 hand jobs in the bathroom, and
Yeah.
people are just dead quiet.
they just don't take up on it.
I'm
Okay.
just like, I thought it was funny.
All right, I'll bring
They
my
thought it
own
was
lube
rude.
next time. I'll be like, hey, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude.
It's the economy.
Yeah, we're the economy in. $5 is a lot right now.
Yeah.
$2.50.
She's bartering over a $5 hit.
You find buddies and you do 2 for $5.
Yeah, 2 for
you gotta
$5.
be economical about it.
Yeah, you got to figure out some way to make money. You know, I'm actually an entrepreneur. Yeah.
I mean, that's like $2 an inch. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me do the math there. Let me check your math. Let's check the math there. No, but it is exciting that you are going to be doing the Zoomer
Yes.
roast battle. I mean, honestly, it's a great fucking lineup. KJ versus CK. It's a battle of the initials. Maya versus Terry Shepard. And Boden versus Bob East, dude. Who else is are you gonna have? Obviously, we have one judge in the room.
Yeah, Jeremy's going to be judging. Kevin King should be judging,
yeah.
and then we got a mystery third guy who may or may not do it. You know.
That's why Kevin said the show was okay, because he was like, well, I'm on it.
I was worried because we had conversations.
Because when you actually posted the rules,
It
I was
says
like,
you can't.
it feels like you can't do this.
I was literally worried. I was very concerned because like we had this conversation. I was like, are we allowed to do our thing anymore? Like, are we? I was like, I think this says for a year after we cannot do any competition roasting. And then I was like, I'm going to put this in the group and see how he feels about it. He said, "Oh no, we're not going." Because if he doesn't care, then fine. Like
Well, your guys' thing is your own city. You should be allowed to do your own.
Yeah.
Am I missing out on something? Was I not supposed to be doing something?
No, I don't. So okay, so I posted the flyer for this in the roast battle chat, and I was like, "Hey, are we allowed to do this?" Because we had been me, him, and Brian had been separately conversation in our own group chat about how in the things we have to sign for the roast battle Indy, it says you can't do any competition roasts.
Oh.
But apparently it's specifically meant to deter that people from doing. A guy started the roast battle. Tried to, I'll make my own, and I don't know. If
I
they
think
ever
you're not
did,
allowed to seem like you're associated with the Roast Battle League, is what.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it ended up. But when I read it at first, we were having serious discussions. I was like, okay, they're doing this. Are we allowed to do this? Because I'm like, guys, we want to do ours still.
Yeah, I want to do yours because Brian asked me, and I was like, yeah, I want to do yours.
Yeah, it'll be
I
fun.
was gonna say I completely fell out of the Slight Night and now the Roast Battle League loop. I think it's his fault actually, because like after he beat me, they kept being like they were putting together the next part of the tournament or whatever, and I was like, I'll still do it, and he's like, you fucking lost already, bro.
Oh, now, but they've left that behind, so you
Yeah,
can
that's
jump back
now.
in.
But at the time, I was like, what was the point of beating you if they're just going to let you do it again?
Yeah.
I was completely not even thinking about it. I was just like, you're doing another show, I'll be on it.
I mean, but you have to churn through them. That's the only thing is, you have so many comics and you're kind of churning through people.
True.
Because you need 3 judges, you need a host, you need, and then you need at least 8 roasters, maybe even more if you. I'm like, honestly, you have to churn through people. You got to move. We're talking about it. We might as well bring it up a little bit. We do have the roast battle. Myself and Sean will be there this week on Thursday. Yeah. At Helium, baby. I'll be going against Elizabeth Reynolds. Sean will be going against Crystal Evans. I heard she can cook, so you might.
Yeah, I heard
she might cook. Yeah,
she's gonna cry in the cooler.
But we got our good buddy Brandon Stetler going against Evan Ham. We got Mike versus Terry. Everybody knows Terry. Everybody knows Mike.
Big Mike G.
And then Dwayne Cobb versus Quinn. Is that the Quinn you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, that's Quinn.
Schlegel. It's Schlegel.
Schlegel, yeah.
Okay, hell yeah, dude. I was worried I
don't even know if I said it right, but
dude, it works. It's like bagel, but the smear of cream cheese on it.
Quinn is a G.
Yeah, he's very. I did the roast battle against Brian the first time I did competed in the roast battle, and I haven't done it since because I was so Quinn was the host, and then he brought us up. He goes, "Your next roaster's coming to the stage, Brian West and Jordan." I was like, damn, that's all we got, bro. Like, I was like, nobody's gonna know. Nobody, like, half the people didn't know who we were. I was like, if you don't give us an intro, they're just gonna be like, these two.
I thought you had to like write an intro and they had to read it or something.
I sent something. I sent something to the group. I mean, I made sure because like we have titles, we have weird shit going on here, you know. And I do a lot of stuff, so I'm always like, say a few of these things, so people will be like, what's okay? He's not just a random dude. Yeah. Especially in Indy, because like we've got a little bit more reach now than we did. We're hoping to get some type of a room somewhere there soon, and so we're trying to expand to the south of us because we've already done east, west, north. So now we're trying to go down. But yeah, once we get something there, I think we'll have a little bit more. You know, people will know it, but a lot of people do know us now. We book a lot of people. Yeah, we book a lot of people. But at the time, it was like we were still kind of like, who the fuck? Brian? Nobody knew Brian. Brian's hilarious. You know Brian.
I know Brian.
Brian's fucking funny. Have you met Brian?
Yeah, I think I met him
at the roast battle.
When I came out to the Kokomo.
Yeah. He's taking a little break from doing like stand up, but he's going to be actually one of the judges at this roast battle. Nice. So he'll be there doing that. But yeah, we've got a nice little group we're building here. We're hoping that, like I said, we want to get more shows because I'm trying to book more people. Our shows, you know, we pay. You know, a lot of people don't do that. I heard a lot of people don't do that.
I did.
That was a point of contention for a minute.
Yeah, a lot of people like to.
I've always paid my comics, but I definitely did like my first few gigs. I didn't get paid for anything.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Mm-hmm. It's a tough world out there because it's hard because you want stage time more than anything.
Right. So, but I would say if you're charging money for tickets, you have to pay, even if it's like $10. You can't charge money for admission and then not pay people. If it's a free show, it's a free show. But
yeah, I completely agree. I mean, I don't think we've ever. I don't know if I told the story before on here, but we had a show one time at another town, and they booked a comic, and I was like, okay, well, if you're going to book a comic on our show, then you got to pay them. And they didn't pay him, and then we took it out of our own money and paid them because at the end of the day, our name was on it, so we felt like kind of compelled to that.
Well, I don't care to call this place out now because they're out of business. No, I headlined the Brick Room. Do you guys remember that?
Heard of it, but
I remember that. Yeah.
Sean does more than I do. But
I got paid, so I had no idea that he wasn't paying people. And then I found out like the people that hosted and featured for me never got paid or anything. And I didn't know until Max told me, and I was like, "What?" So then I reached out to them. I was like, "Hey, did you ever get?" They're like, "No." He just, and I felt bad, but I didn't know who anyone was. Like I didn't know what was going on. And I was like, "Well, I got paid, so it didn't affect me." But like I would have gave them money if I knew they weren't getting paid because that's not cool. Because he definitely charged like $10 for tickets and stuff.
I show up. It's something we talk about all the time. But we show up to every show with the money to pay everybody before the show starts.
That's what I did.
Because even if we don't make money on the show, we've already you know, and we did enough shows that we built up a little bit of a bank that we can do that. So like there is a little bit of like but I think that's important if you're gonna do a show. Like I recently talked to a headliner that we booked that headlined another show that said, "Oh yeah, I did that show, headlined it, and got $10." And I was like, I would have flipped out if I'd have headlined a show and got $10. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I feel like eventually those people weed themselves out. The only problem is comics sometimes, man. We're so starved for stage time that we'll take crap shit just because we want to get on front of people.
We had a bar, like a pizza pub in Cincy that tried to become a club like post-COVID.
Yeah.
Because they had a separate room. They had a mic there for years. But they would pay you like $600 to do like 2 nights there, like Friday, Saturday. And they're like, here's $600. And so I was like, well, I'm not really a draw, so let's just make it a big like showcase. So I just like took out $600 and I just paid everybody and we just had fun.
I think that's those types of shows are important. I mean, if you pay everybody $50, they're happy. You know, comics we all talk. We just need to be paid for our time. I think that's the big thing. And a lot of people will do anything. I did want to show this too. This is pretty funny. I don't know if you guys got to see our little. We got to do a little thing here, and that's not the same thing. That's just my band.
Just slide in your.
That's just my band. No big deal.
That was very homoerotic.
Yeah, I did want to throw this out. Yeah, we did play at the Coterie in town, which is pretty cool. I have a good time at that show as well. Yeah, it was that's Evan Ham. God damn it, not damn it. No, we started doing this too. Funny Friends Friday. You guys heard about this? We're doing something new now. Every Friday on the Kokomo Press Comedy Facebook page and our Instagram, we are doing a profile on comics from Indiana, 1 comic a week, and we're just going to try to push some more positivity, kind of give somebody something that they can post that's not they don't have to post themselves. You know what I mean? They can share it and not feel weird saying, "Hey, I did an interview."
That's nice of you guys because it is weird to post about yourself.
It's tough, but you want it. You kind of want it on your shit. You kind of want people to be able to find it. But
I can't decide if I should get back on Facebook or not.
Just don't take anything seriously. It's so important. It's the largest. I mean, since you brought it up, I'll go ahead and bring this up because this is an interesting.
I feel like I'm missing out on so much. And I went to a mic the other day, and then they're like, "It's canceled. We posted on Facebook." And I'm like, "Well, I don't fucking know."
Yep.
Literally, like you got mad at me because like we changed the mic time at.
Oh yeah.
And you didn't get a sign up for a good spot or whatever. And you're like, you're supposed to tell me this.
Yeah, you should tell me.
I don't have to tell you shit, dude. You decided to not
it's
be
on
on
Instagram,
the
right?
No, I didn't. I wasn't really mad. I've gone on 23rd at Fountain Square all the time when no one's there. It's fine.
I'm exaggerating, but like, no, it was like it's not my fault. You're on the app with all the information on it.
Instagram has everything right. Typically, we post.
Yeah, I'm on
both.
Instagram still.
Yeah. I think most things, but we do ours on both so that we can hit everybody. Because I do understand why people don't want to be on Facebook. It is like
I was just getting
boomer central.
Yeah. I'm not even like political, but just shit was like too much, and I was getting in fights with people, and I was like, I gotta get off this thing.
I need to get off it. It hurts so bad.
I have friends like
I don't
that.
want to stick my head in the sand either,
I know it's tough because like I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I know people are probably thinking I'm sticking my head in the sand with shit, but I got posted something that said when it comes to politics, I'm apathetic, and most of you are just pathetic, which really sounds like lyrics to like an emo, Midwest emo song. Not gonna lie, but I was writing something and I wrote that down, and I saw a couple people like did like a dirty response, like secrets, versus like where you can tell they're responding to you, but they're not. And I was just like, oh man, I can't even write that I don't care, and people see it without people fucking saying something back. I'm like, because I do care. Obviously, I care about all this shit. I hate anybody gets murdered by a government official anywhere. Like I hate all of this. I hate all the politics shit, how it's dividing people in like a weirdest way, and how we can't just be basic humans.
But here's the thing, like I grew up in like the punk scene, and I hated every president.
That's true. You should.
Likes the president?
You should.
That's
the
fucking
president
weird.
sucks. Yeah.
To be a fan of the government, I don't understand that at all.
They almost got me, right? Because like I was born post 9/11, but then we got a black president. And I was like, this is pretty solid. And then the next president was the scariest
an orange
shit
president.
Ever. Yeah, I was just, and then everything just went chaotic as hell.
Yeah, then we went, fucking old guy, and then back to orange.
Yeah.
Because orange is the new black.
It's like this country's doing so well for itself, and then I left middle school. I'm like, never mind.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, what are you, 24?
23. Yeah.
23, yeah. I was like, you're young, impressionable. You know what I mean? I'll take you under my
People
wing.
have impressed upon me. Yeah.
As a bird, you take people under your wing? Or, I'm just kidding.
Well, that the South Park writer, that seems like a Kokomo Press type thing to do.
Which one?
Bought the domain for the Trump Kennedy Center.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's just a bunch of like...
That's beautiful.
All of our stories lately have been like I got shit on a little bit because okay, so Sean had this idea for a story. You want to explain it a little bit? I obviously
which one?
The spray paint.
The one we got in the most trouble. All right.
Not really trouble.
Yeah, not really trouble, but people hated it. I will say we talked earlier about the things that the press has gotten in the most trouble for. The top 5 places to OD in Kokomo.
That was the one that we really got in trouble. Yeah, that pissed off. Yeah. Well, to be fair though, like a little bit of context.
Legit, like nice spots to OD.
Oh, dude. Okay, so check it out on it. If you're ever on YouTube, I'll send you the list. I'll send it later. I'll put it in the group. But yeah, I'm looking for a place to go. No, but like it's so stupid. Okay, so like there was this page in town, and we've since like kind of squashed the beef with them. They're cool, but like they came in after us and started doing like versions of what we do, but like in a like we're making positivity louder and like all this weird shit. Like we're positive, and we're like
Wait, how do you do fake? So it's fake positivity because
they're like they're a marketing firm disguised as like a community organization, which is fine. Like I don't have a problem with that either. If you actually do help the community, cool. But like they came in kind of doing like we're the antithesis to what they're doing, and so they kept doing the shit. And so like we put out a video like mocking. Like they're like the top 5, they do like the top 5 places to get a tenderloin in Kokomo. So they're like the top. They're ignoring all the real problems. They're like the top 5 places to overdose in Kokomo. All right, first up on the list, Cracker Barrel. And then we're talking, and you just hear like Brian doing a voiceover, and I'm in one of the fucking rocking chairs.
That's literally what what I was thinking, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
One of them's
rocking
underneath
chairs.
a bridge.
Yeah, under a bridge is obviously the
And they
number
got
one.
mad at
number
you?
one. Dude, we got our Facebook strike. We had a girl actually who we're all cool with now. We're friends with. She's really sweet. She had a huge like Twitter presence, like 100,000 followers on Twitter. Sent the entire group to us, so they were just like reporting everything we did, calling us pieces of shit. Like they did not get nuanced satire. They didn't get literally. At one point, Brian's in a slide, like fucking, like just laying in a slide at a park, and I'm in a back alleyway. Like this is the old, usual, the old faithful, and then the back alley. It's and then one of them was like on the floor of Village Pantry. Like,
But so like, did the community get mad at you, or
Yeah.
this like marketing firm got mad at you?
Well-
'Cause the marketing firm doesn't have a right to get mad at you. I feel like.
No, we did it to make fun of them, and then the community, the girl, and got a bunch of people, and a lot of those people weren't from our community. It's like an
Outside
inorganic
agitators,
outbreak.
paid
was mad
protesters.
about it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like WTHR like hit us up and was like, "Hey, we want to do a story on this." And so we ended up on WTHR, which all the things that we do all kinds of shit. The shit that they actually report on is the stuff that we're like, "Oh fuck, oh no, we look horrible." But also, like, it's satire, you sons of
Yeah,
bitches.
that's
Like,
fun.
So that brings us to the idea I had a week ago. Everybody blames Jordan. This was me.
yeah.
Sean Dalrymple on Facebook. Sean D is on all social medias. I had an idea. Everything was going on. The world's so crazy, and I was like, we should do a story about somebody getting in trouble for spray painting fuck ice on something in town. I knew the comments were going to go crazy, but
Yeah.
people got pretty mad about it.
Well, his initial idea was about doing it at a local
Mexican restaurant.
And I was like, no, because there are people that could actually be victims there. Let's not re-victimize
Right.
people that are already So we think about consequences early. People think we don't. Motherfuckers, we do. I care about hurting people that actually could be hurt. I don't want to disenfranchise people who are already victims of this bullshit. So like our head, I'm like, okay, I like what you have going on here. So Brian and I ended up working on the story all Friday. And then he's like, I don't want to release it today. And I'm like, bro, like we need a story today. Like we haven't, like I want 3 stories a week at least. And that's at least, there's 3 writers. We should all be able to hit a deadline once a week. It's kind of one of those things. And I'm the asshole because I'm always like, what do you guys got? You know what I mean? Because I'm the guy that's the ringleader. So I'm like, and so he's like, I want to wait till Monday or Tuesday. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm like, Sean had this story. Obviously, I'm not doing a Mexican restaurant. So what I did was I was like, I'm going to put it on a mural at our local mall. There's a mural that says Kokomo and put fuck ice or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I put this up there. I write this whole story out. I have maybe like 15 minutes. I want to drop it between like 10 and 10:30 because that's like right before Facebook picks up their algorithm. Secret. That's a secret time for everybody. Facebook.
Insider info.
Yeah, around 11 o'clock, they like to pick up, if a story is moving, it'll pick it up and push it through the algorithm. And so we usually drop between 10:30. And so I dropped this story. I write this whole story really quickly. I'm working at the same time I do assembly, so I'm like, my hands are actually, I'm like, and over and over. I write this whole story. I put it on there. I post it. I use fucking Grok to make it look like, I use a real picture, but I alter it with Grok because I don't have time to do it myself. So I do all this, put it on there, and I just sit and I'm like, all right, we'll see what happens. And then shit starts building and building and building, and then it becomes like thousands of people, and like 350,000 people see this post and think it's real and blah blah blah, and it's whatever. As soon as I post about 15 minutes, and I message Brian, I go, I think this looks too real. I think I made this real, like it seemed too real. Like I didn't put enough like satire in it. Like I didn't put enough like jokes in it. It felt way too much like I was trying to hit both sides, but I was trying to be careful not to be like too pro or too anti. I wanted to choose your own adventure type of thing. And I wrote like a couple of, and one of them was really obvious, I thought, but people didn't get it. And then I had a couple of people post on there and be like, this isn't even satire at this point. It's the same people. It's the same people that are mad at everything we post, but most of the time they pretend like they're not mad at it, but they're like even more mad this time because they actually have a leg to stand on. But yeah, it's a constant push and pull because we do, like you said, we make our town look insane.
Does anybody like they know who you are? Mm-hmm. Does anybody ever get like overly angry where like they've I don't know, antagonized you like past just like comments on Facebook or?
Well, so when we were running out of Coopers, a guy came in who runs his own newspaper, Hey, yo, same guy. We have way more followers. I don't think he's very happy about it. But he came in and was talking to her, and he was like, hey, I'm doing this thing. I want to promote here. And she's like, yeah, for sure. And he was like, looking up the, she's like, I can put a flyer in the, he's like, what's this? She's like, oh, it's the Kokomo Press. They run, shows here, open mic. He's like, oh, those guys, they need to leave town and never come back. And she was like, hold up. And this guy's a pastor too, by the way, which is hilarious.
Oh, wow.
He was like,
pack up your wagon and get
Brian,
out of here.
I'm gonna die of dysentery on the way
Find new
out.
pastures elsewhere.
Yeah, get out of, get on out of town. You don't need to be here peddling your bullshit.
Manifest another day.
But where, like, I guess the one that he brought up, which is one of the funniest things to bring up, was like, yeah, I had to explain to people that there aren't 50,000 Koreans moving to Kokomo. We have 50,000 people in the town. There are people that believe. Brian wrote a joke that was like 50,000 Koreans moving to Kokomo to work at the Samsung. Like 50,000? That's doubling our town with Koreans. Like, it's clearly fake, but like I said, even the satire they don't get. So.
That's the only thing I've had struck on YouTube. When I lived in Cincy, I had a podcast with another comedian, and we did a viewing of this film that came out during Trump's first term called like To Follow the Cabal. And it was like all the conspiracy theories about like the migrant caravan and John F. Kennedy Jr. secretly working with Trump and he's alive or whatever. And we were just doing like commentary on it, and then we posted it to YouTube, and they kept a million like right-wing people just kept striking it and going like, you pieces of shit, and like delete your account, you all suck. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, like,
yeah.
So I was like, we'll delete our accounts when Hillary gets in prison. He's like, and this one guy was like, fair enough.
Hey, he was at least an honest man. Fair enough. I guess that's fine. No, at this point with what we do, we feel like we know how to go viral, like small scale, nothing huge. Really, the thing was like Brian wrote the biggest post we've ever had. Brian wrote a story about a guy in prison. My son's crying in the other room right now, so if you hear a baby crying, I promise, don't Pizzagate me. Don't Pizzagate me, bro.
I heard pizza.
What was that? Cheese pizza? We wrote a story about, Brian wrote a story about a guy in prison and over here in Miami County won a baking contest with muffins. Mm-hmm. And somehow, like, 80 million people saw that post. It was like 80 million people. It was insane. And it's so innocuous. We don't understand why that one is the one. Like the first big one I think I've ever had hit was like a picture of this slide that had like a Bigfoot or like a King Kong type of thing. And it had like a slide out of its tits. And it was like kids would go down it, and I just wrote, "What if we kissed while we went down the Bigfoot titty slide?" And that shit went viral. And it's like you don't know, but then certain things we can tell like are gonna go like before even like when we first write them. Like the one we just did this last week about like don't be a Clint. Have you guys see that one?
Oh I did see that. It was like a shirt, wasn't it?
We ended up dropping it as a shirt. Yeah, if you guys want to see that. But the CLUNT was actually a part of a hat that we made. Like we said it. Somebody bought it at Lids, and it was supposed to be for their husband Clint, and it looked like "Don't be a cunt," and then like the final joke, which is the best joke that was written on it, was Sean.
I have a bit. I want to repost it, but it kept getting taken down by Reddit mods. No, I have this dumb reel that I made because I don't know. I also have a friend that everything he makes is like, I think this could go viral, and nothing ever did. No. But I made this one, and it was like the only thing that kept getting hits, and then people would report it, and it get taken down, and I just can't win. I'm like,
What's it about?
It's just me talking to the camera, and I say like how me and my girlfriend are so in sync, and she's like off in the background, and I'm just like we finish each other's sentences. Like, check it out. For instance, like, I believe a woman's place is, and I'm like, honey, and she's like, I'm in the kitchen. Or she's like, in the kitchen, sweetheart. And I'm like, see, I told you. And everyone's like, this is such a misogynist bullshit. And I'm like, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah,
clearly. And I remember like one guy was like, if you can't tell these two are fucking around, then you're.
Yeah.
And just like, I can't, it gets a bunch of views and then gets deleted. And I'm like, fuck.
You tried it on TikTok?
Hey, we're taking a quick break from the Kokomo Press Podcast to remind you that we do have Roast Battle at Helium Comedy Club this Thursday at 8 p.m. Make sure you get your tickets at Indianapolis.heliumcomedy.com. Com. Make sure you get your tickets as soon as possible because we are going to be battling. I'm going against Elizabeth Reynolds. Our buddy Sean D, our writer here, Sean D, is going to be going against Crystal Evans. But we also have friends like Brandon Steller, Evan Ham. We got Quinn Schlegel. We got Dwayne Cobb. There's a bunch of great comics there. Hell yeah. You even got Mike. You got Terry Shepard. You got a whole group of people. So make sure you come out to Helium Comedy Club, Make sure you come out to Helium Comedy Club in Indianapolis this Thursday night at 8 p.m. for Roast Battle Indy. I'm going to be there. Check it out. Now back to this episode.
I think I might repost it.
Yeah.
But I was posting it on Reddit and it would get uploaded a bunch and then the mods would delete it and I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah, they're mad they didn't think of it.
Probably.
Fucking, that's what
it's such a simple, dumb, obvious joke. Like, I obviously don't feel that way.
Yeah. Yeah, she feels that way. She's in the kitchen, literally. Like, she's in there. Like, it's not, I cook. I'm the one that cooks in our relationship. Like, we don't have traditional roles.
Plot twist.
Yeah, I cook too.
She's like, I want out of here.
Yeah, it was her. Yeah, the whole time. She's deleting it.
And I'm a stay-at-home dog dad who cooks.
Yeah.
Living the dream, man.
It's the dream.
Yeah. In Indiana.
You still doing comedy a lot?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously
I need to take it more seriously. I need to get a new tape and like start submitting to stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more rooms because I want to start booking more of you guys in Indy because you guys all seem really funny. I just want to get you out of Indy. I just want to take you guys all out and be like, come over here and hang out with us in Lafayette.
I like coming up here. I haven't been to Lafayette. I haven't been to Chicago. I mostly bounce between here and Cincinnati. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's on your head.
Yeah. I just have to wait to see if a comics happens to be going to Kokomo this week, and usually they're like, I'm going straight from work, and I'm like, God damn.
Dude, you message me and ask me who signed up from Indy, and I can tell you exactly every week if you tell me.
Well, like, I remember like a long time ago, like the start of last year almost, I was like, I'm going to come out to your guys' mic. I've wanted to for so long. And then that morning I wrecked my car.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I was like, nope, not happening.
Never going to Kokomo again. Fucking wrecking a car. Yeah, I literally haven't had a car for 2 months. It's just been sitting at a guy's house and waiting for him to put it in his garage. I'm like, please just start working on it.
That was my third one in a row. I totaled. Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't drive.
I've been in like 3 accidents in the past 2 months, but they weren't my fault.
I think I've been rubbing off on you too much.
No, just like we go out and there's like ice on the bridge and no one knew about it and everyone slammed into each other.
Oh no. That's the one good thing about Kokomo is we're like all in the same area, but we're spread out a little bit. It's not. Like,
no one in Indy seems to ever work on the roads. I don't.
No. No.
It's very bizarre.
That's all Indiana, really.
I swear it's just a conspiracy to keep people employed because like they are employed to do the job every single year, but the work don't be getting done.
Nobody ever does it.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, I drove over a pothole here in Kokomo, and my whole tire was gone. I was actually coming over here we were going to write pothole, whole driver's side front tire just fell off the car.
Jesus Christ.
They paid for it.
Yeah.
The city did? Oh, that's nice at least.
Not this Christmas, but last Christmas. We did the Fountain Square Brewery mic on Christmas because it was a Wednesday, and I volunteered to host. I get all the way out there. I had to drive like an hour and a half from my place to get there, and hit a pothole, and then immediately flattened the tire, fucked up the axle, and I had to get it towed out from there. And I live like an hour and a half away. It was weird Christmas.
Yeah. That's a and it's Christmas, so you know the towing wasn't cheap.
Oh, it was terrible.
Dude, they probably fucking murdered you.
Yeah.
That's where that $20K went. I had to get my car towed.
Bro, I have really good credit, but it's only because I totaled a car with Gap insurance, and that goes onto my credit for some reason.
Hell yeah.
When the loan gets paid off, like I got it, had it for 3 months, then $30,000 gets paid off immediately. My credit's
like, wow, this guy is really good at paying on his bills.
Yeah.
That's cool. I haven't filed my taxes in 3 years, and I keep seeing that there might be 0% income tax. I'm just hoping that happens before I go to jail.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm filing this year.
3 years? Longer for some people, I've heard.
Well, here's the thing. It's not that I didn't do them. It's that I do them, and then the IRS rejects them, and I'm like, well, I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, I did enough.
I'm like, I proved that I tried, and you fucking didn't like it. So it takes me like all day to do that shit, and then for them to reject it, I'm like, I don't have time to do this again.
Yeah, and if you want to get somebody to do it for you, it's like $100+ bucks
I can't
to do, and it's like, no, I'm not doing that. It's a waste of time.
Mine's weird as well because I worked at McDonald's for like a month last year, and they only paid me for 1 out of the 4 weeks I worked there. So I'm like, how do my taxes work out on that shit?
Yeah. Like, what do you even do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Taxes is all secrets. It's all secrets that only they know, but they want you to tell them what you know. It's a game. It's a fucking. It's why I hate the government. It's why I always hate the government. It's why punk rock is in my blood as well.
There's a comedian, I think it's Joe Zimmerman, who has that bit. He's like, where taxes are like, he's like, hey, can you know how much I owe? Can you just tell me? They're like, no, you have to fill out this very complicated form. And I'm like, what happens if I get it wrong? They're like, you go to jail.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking in my head. Yeah, maybe I heard it before, but it's very similar. Like that concept, like the concept of like, yeah, like you know what I owe, but you want me to tell you what I owe, and it just doesn't make any fucking sense. It just feels like a game. And then they're like, well, but there are loopholes that you can use, but we want to know if you're going to use them. And it's like, how about you just assume I'm using them and do them that way for me?
But I also had a tax guy for a little bit. He was just an older comic who I knew before I did comedy, and he was working like part-time at H&R Block while he was not performing, I guess. Yeah. He would just do them for free if I came in, and he'd just be like, don't even worry about filing with the city. They won't even know. And then like they immediately came after me like, hey, where's our Cincinnati taxes? And I'm like, he told me you guys wouldn't care.
Yeah. So the guy, ask the tax guy. Talk to him. He's the expert, dude. I'm just the guy over here giving him my W-2. Right. W-4, W-2, W-4. I don't know. They're all different W's.
I don't do my own taxes. I have kids. I'm a single dad with kids, and I don't make a lot of money. I actually get
you're welcome.
A lot of money every year.
I thought he was about to say he has his kids do his taxes.
Yeah, my kids do my taxes for me.
I don't do them. I got kids for that.
Actually, I'm older than you probably think. I have kids that are your age.
Yeah, for real.
All my friends have kids like around my age or just younger. It's insane.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Everybody's about to like move on to bigger things, and I'm here. I'm like, I've got 7 more years before I can afford going anywhere.
I tried to let my dad do my taxes 1 year because like we're not really close, but like 1 year I was like, he seems like he knows how to do them, so I was like, can you do these? And he's like, yeah, you owe $500, and I was like, yeah, you're not doing my taxes. Yeah. Like I think he did that on purpose because he doesn't like me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's no way I owe $500. Like, I don't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have kids?
No, I don't have kids.
I don't think so. Yeah. I don't fucking me either.
I got 8 of them.
You got 8 kids? That'd be hilarious. Just cats.
No, but I do know comics that are my exact age that do have, like, I know a guy who's got like 4 kids or whatever. I'm like, that's insane work, dude.
Yeah. Chill out.
I would be going to open mics too. Get the fuck away from that. It's always wants to go to the strip club. I'm like, I think you're good, dude. Go home.
Yeah, go home, dude. You don't need to. I think you've got enough pussy for now. How about that? How about you go home? Stop having kids.
I hear they have glitter there too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Guess what? 0% chance of Herbie's at home. You just go there, like hang out, dude. They're selling our strip club, our well-known strip club.
The Hip Huggers?
Yeah, they're gonna sell it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, on Belvedere.
I'm looking for real estate.
I'm looking for real estate. I think it was like 1.2 mil they want for it.
Yeah, he wants way too much money.
One of the strippers didn't want to buy it. And
no. I guess they're not good at saving.
I will say,
Pampers are expensive.
I was watching a podcast. I can't remember which one, but they were talking about like the best comedy clubs are always like ex strip clubs.
Yeah.
And like I've been like, I want to buy one. Yeah.
No, they just have really nice stages.
Well, it's got just like an energy to it, you know?
Yeah. It's like it's kind of the same concept.
Did you guys ever go down and do Taylor's mic?
No.
Taylor Smith. What's his name? Taylor James.
Taylor James Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He lives in Washington, Indiana, which I didn't know how far away it was when he asked me to do it.
Shit.
But he was like, he had me come down and close out his mic, and it's a normal bar, but then there's just a stripper pole in the middle of the room that goes from the floor to the ceiling, and I don't know who it's for.
Yeah,
I don't know why it's there.
I think it's because like when you stop being able to get titties, that's when you start making the most jokes.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just aspirational. Hopefully somebody drinks enough that they're willing to use it.
But it was
growing up, we had so many strip clubs here, like many in Kokomo. Kokomo was known as, like, I did a show in West Lafayette at a place called AJ's, and it was a goofy room, but they do like burgers and shit. And I was in there, and the guy was like, you're from Kokomo? You did Kokomo Press? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I love that page, man. I send people that all the time. I'm like, cool. He's like, I love Kokomo. I'm like, yeah, really? And he's like, yeah. Went there for my bachelor party. Hip Hugger, Big Daddy. Just starts naming off every strip club. And I'm like, I posted something like the other day. I was like, man, I don't know if it's like because I grew up here in toxic ass Kokomo. I don't know if it's just Kokomo's toxic or if it's me, but there is a part of me that feels like if the Hip Hugger goes away, a part of this town dies. Like legitimately dies, because growing up, we had like 5 or 6 strip clubs, and now we're down to 1, and that's the last one.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do, dude.
Are you guys strip club guys?
I mean, not really, but like I like it. It's really great, like for jokes. Like we can use. It's like
this is perfect. Actually.
Yeah, it's like Brian just posted a video today. Actually, I'll show you guys this video. You guys want to see the worst video of your life? So let me give you a little backstory. Kokomo is going through this thing called a peanut butter. Every business is talking about a peanut butter version of something because 2 businesses made a joke. Well, this is Brian's video response to one that he recently had.
I need a tetanus shot.
So the concept is this right here. My peanut butter fur burger review of the Hip Hugger, overpriced, tastes like imitation crab. But yeah, Brian fucking he's been using it, but it's like a perfect springboard for a lot of jokes, like the stripper giving birth. Like we've had different ones like that. So what did you pull out of your fucking pocket?
Well, I was gonna say I've only been to a strip club once. It was after we did this show in Greenwood, the Lawful Disorder show. And it was terrible. We were talking earlier about losing money on a show or whatever. I spent $400 on a show that I like last minute made free, and still nobody showed up.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I felt so bad that like me and my buddies were like, we're gonna take you to the strip club. It's your birthday. Your show was terrible. Let's go do that. And we went, and I was so nervous, but my buddy was like, you gotta like take your amulet and get it charged. So we had the strippers charge my amulet with their like titty energy. And I was getting girls' numbers for like a week after that. It was so fucking stellar.
It worked.
It was. Like I left that place a new man, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go back though. Dude.
If you want to ever go, I mean, strip clubs are gone. It's like OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
I never really liked the strip. I dated a stripper for a while, but I didn't know she was a stripper when we started. She worked the day shift, if you know what I mean.
I think you told me.
No.
I think you told me this story.
I tried to write jokes about it, but they were never good.
Yeah, it feels misogynist a little bit.
But I did we had this open mic that we'd regularly have in Cincy. There was a topless bar next to it called the Brass Ass or something.
Hell yeah, that's a good name.
So my friends would like to go there, and I wasn't really into it, but like one time I just got my heart broken. And so they were like, you got to go. And then we went, and my friend was just like, yeah, his girlfriend just dumped him. And then she just started making out with me. And I was like, because it's like, it's Kentucky. It was like Northern Kentucky, you know.
You're not related. You're not related. You're good.
You told me to go back to the strip club like all sad and shit. And
I said if you tell them your girlfriend just dumped you, apparently they make out with you. That was my experience.
Yeah, because it was my birthday. I got a bunch of like free lap dances, and they were just like extra special with me, and
that's nice.
Cool.
And then I went home and smashed into a cop car and was on the news.
You have some insane stories, man.
That was the craziest one.
How'd you smash into a pot? Like just drunk driving?
Well, I wasn't drunk. I was eating. I dropped a White Castle sandwich on the floor of my car and was trying to reach for it. And there was construction. So the roads... The highway wasn't straight. It like went this, and I just sideswiped this cop, and I was like... And then I looked in my rear view. I just kept driving, like maybe no one noticed. And then all of a sudden I see like 7 cop sirens in my rear view mirror. I'm like, oh fuck.
My bad, guys. Fucking, what is it? I don't even know. You weren't even drinking.
Did you offer him White Castle?
Yeah. You're like, hey, it's what you crave.
Dude, I was like...
I don't know.
I mean, I just got my heart broken, so I was just kind of like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I just had a bad energy, but... they let me go, and I didn't know the news did a whole story on it. And they called me the drowsy driver, which I don't know.
Okay.
That's my nickname now.
I felt bad because my friend sent me, because I woke up, and then he was like, yeah, it was all over the news. And maybe I helped the city. I don't know, because they like interviewed this guy. He's like, yeah, my wife died. she worked like an 18-hour shift and then had to drive home from the hospital, and she fell asleep behind the wheel. And it's like a real problem. And I was like, where did this narrative come that I was like tired? I was reaching for a cheeseburger.
I was actually hungry. I was hungry and heartbroken. Yeah.
But yeah, I finally got people to forget about that, so I'm glad I brought it up again.
Yeah, this is going to be the clip, so I'm just
Dude, I was just laughing so hard I started seeing colors. I was like, I might.
Don't Darren on me, dude.
He did that on the podcast, dude.
Yeah, that was just...
One of my kids threw a toy down the stairs and he about died. It was crazy. Cause like, boom, boom, boom,
that's what that was.
Boom, boom. Yeah, I was like, God. I thought my kid died. I stopped for a second because I thought my kid like might have tumbled. I was like, oh my God, am I going to be in the ER?
I remember that podcast got serious.
Yeah, for a second I was like, is my kid dead or what's going on? You know, they make appearances from time to time just to because you know, like fucking actors, you know, they want to get they get on some stage time and they get the money, they get the check. They're little assholes. I got too many kids.
Do you use your kids for content?
I do actually, yeah, very much so. When it matters, like we did a story about. Well, Brian wrote the story about a guy who was working at a middle school in a cafeteria and was making slams for the kids. You guys know what slams are? Like ramen noodle, and then mixed it with like prison food, basically.
Okay.
Like he's making prison slams. Yeah. And so like that, and he got fired for making prison slams, and then, you know, and whatever. It was a whole story. It went viral. So then whenever we have a story that goes like mega viral that does like millions, I always like to do a visual component, like a news story afterwards. We had one for the BMV as well. Evan Ham was in that one, Whitney White, because they just happened to be at the mic. And I was like, you want to be part of this video? And they're like, yeah. So basically I shot this whole video, and my daughter played a student, be like, oh yeah, we love Mr. blah blah blah, he teaches us about salt and pepper, because like they're all white kids, and it's like stupid shit like that. And then like my son's like, oh yeah, we love that guy. Like, you know, they do like miniature roles and things all the time, but they just play like people in the news, like in this little roles.
Yeah.
I can stage dad them like, no, do it better now. No, you need to get in character.
It's funny, the juxtaposition of. So, did you guys know Avery? He like was the manager at Helium, and then he moved to Michigan.
No,
like it's the juxtaposition of every comic trying to go viral on the internet, and he just posts this video of him like yelling at his kids, and it was on like Jimmy Kimmel and all that shit. Went like super viral, and he's like on late night, and I'm like, oh my God. It was him trying to deep fry a turkey, and the kid trying to come out, and he's like, get the fuck back inside.
Yeah, that was all
like,
it was.
It went crazy, did crazy numbers.
It's I mean, we talked about it earlier with the thing with the fucking Muffin Man. That's what he called him, the Muffin Man. That went hella viral at the titty slide. Like these things go viral, and you're like, what? Like this is the one. Like I put time and effort into this thing. We've done like really well done skits with like high cinematography, COVID police, like these high, the splooge, like I know it sounds like splooge is what it's called, but
it's called Ghosts of Girlfriends Past.
Yeah, splooge, but it was like about, you know, him being visited by his exes, you know, for, you know, on Christmas time. Like we do a bunch of fun skits that are really good, and it's like they might do okay, like like we might get 10,000 views, and we're like, hell yeah. And then like we'll do like a stupid like video response. Like our most viewed video was like 180,000 views, and it was like me pretending to be the guy that ran Russell Farms. Did you guys hear what happened with them a couple years ago? Like a year and a half ago. They owned a pumpkin patch, and I guess some parents got mad because they weren't paying a kid who had a cast on, and it was like became this huge viral story. It goes viral on like a Monday. In the morning, Monday morning, I'm joking with everybody like we should do a skit pretending like we're from the farm. They're like, all right, let's do it. So Monday evening, we filmed the skit. I drop it Tuesday morning. Hasn't been 24 hours since the story broke. It was like quick as fuck. And then we get this huge response because I'm in the video and I'm doing like a southern type of, you know, way. When we on the farm around here, we got the kids going around. And then like I do like an interview with one. So this is one of my workers here, and it's like our friend Courtney, and she's like reading from a statement. She's like, we are being treated very well, and it's like a hostage. And her son's like, he's like half Mexican, so, and she looks like she could be Mexican, but she's not. She's just like a dark-haired German. And so he runs through, and I'm like, hey, Paco, Esteban, yeah, Jose, Emilio, you get your damn kids, like the whole time. And somebody's like, this guy think he's a southern fucking farmer, and it's like from Indiana. But like this shit goes fucking viral as hell too, and we're just like, and it gets shared like, you know.
That's awesome.
And it's like stupid shit like that will work, and then we'll put like into a narrative, like a hard narrative, like that story that we wrote there, these hard skits, and they won't do nothing. Like, did you hear about? Okay, this is one that we did do that.
Everything that's my favorite thing, I feel like gets nothing. And
yes, exactly.
The stupidest thing you do.
Exactly. Yeah. Or like something that you put like low effort in somehow ends up. That's why I honestly, it doesn't even matter.
That's my entire set.
Your entire set?
My entire set is full of the jokes that I didn't think were ever going to do anything, yeah.
Yeah, you don't know your voice until you, I mean, you might realize that the easy shit is actually your voice and works better for like who you are like on stage. So it's all part of it.
I mean, there's definitely been times where like I write a joke and then I'm like, all right, I need like a setup to get to the joke. And then that ends up becoming the joke because it does better than the actual joke. I wonder, I'm like, what the fuck?
What did I do here? Yeah. How did I get to this point? I want to throw some stuff up here real quick. First off, make sure you guys go follow Boden over on Instagram, Boden.Byrd, Bird with a Y, Boden with an E. Don't call him Biden. And of course, Jerome Jerems. I don't know why. Jerome Jerems. Okay, I'm fucking. There's no tilde or whatever.
That's because there's two comedians. One would always call me Jerems, and the other would always call me Jerome. So I just combined them.
And then you do have a podcast. Are you still doing this episodes of the Quaint Volcano?
Yeah. Well, my podcast is called Talking Looney with George Clooney, and it was going to be talking comedy with comedians, but then my girlfriend was like, I don't want these retards in our apartment. So now
yeah, I've heard that as well.
I did.
I don't stop.
Your wife is very gracious. But I'm debating now because like the last one I did, I just complained about politics, and I was like, I don't want to do that either. Yeah, because Max told me to do that.
Isn't that what his show is?
Yeah, it's very political. So I was like, what am I actually passionate about? And I want to run this by you guys because I'm debating on calling it this, but I love movies, but specifically like that's why I'll go to disc replay and buy like 20 movies because I love the special features.
Yeah,
and I love just listening to commentary, watching all that stuff. And I miss that's not much of a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of calling my podcast George Clooney's Special Needs, but I don't know. I think that'll get eyeballs, but I don't know if that'll be appropriate.
That's your answer.
That's your answer. Yeah.
What was the answer? I don't know.
It'd be funny. It'd be interesting, but
yeah.
Why George Clooney?
It was just a joke because I used to. It was like a podcast idea I did a while ago, and every episode I just go, Jeremy filling in for George Clooney. Unfortunately, couldn't be here today, and then that's just but it was just because I thought no one knows who I am, so why don't I just use someone famous?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's funny because then you can do like the episode 5 didn't show up again. Yeah. We're still waiting on him to get here. He's supposed to be here soon. It's funny as a running gag. I was like, yeah,
and everyone I'd have on would be like, well, I hope George will come, and I'm like, you don't have to do the bit. You don't have to play into the bit.
I shared something the other day and put hey comedy, and then I put Kevin Hart because he used to sign off like that. So it was like it's a funny running bit when you do something like that. So I think it works for what you're doing. Other than that, did you guys see this? This was an interesting story that popped up. A homeowner star Daniel Stern cited for soliciting prostitution.
This made my heart break.
Like he has any other choice? Come on, man, look at the guy.
Well, that's why I was like, this guy's 30 years later, he's still falling into traps.
He lit his pubic hair on fire this time. Hell yeah, dude. I don't know.
At least it's not a child.
Yeah. He was looking for a Kevin. Kevin! Hell yeah.
He was looking for a wet bandit, that's for sure.
Sticky and wet, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like a little bit of both. No, I thought it's funny because, like, I know, like, a lot of celebrities have gotten hit with the old prostitution.
Eddie Murphy.
Who else? Didn't somebody, was it not Seinfeld?
Me in 10 years.
Yeah, you in 10 years. You tomorrow if we find you. Quick enough. Hey.
You paying?
No, but it's like a running thing. Like, they get caught with a prostitute. Like, who cares? Like, what's the difference? I think it's such a weird problem.
They should just legalize it.
Yeah. I think the problem is that, like, the activists are like, if you legalize it, then you're legalizing trafficking. And it's like kind of, but No.
Then how can you have porn, but you can't have... I never understood that.
People are trying to get rid of porn pretty hard right now.
Yeah.
Well, I just mean, but like, so what if I just pretend we're shooting a porn? Then can I sleep with this lady that I paid? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I don't understand.
Oh, it's on camera. Oh, never mind. Sorry, we're gonna head out.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, you paid for the. If you have to, they just want you. They want you to have enough money to pay for the equipment. If you have sound and lighting, I got lighting. I got sound. I'm good.
I cut a deal with Panasonic.
When I was single, I talked to a lady at a bar, and I thought she was really into me, and then she gave me her business card, and it turns out she was an escort.
Oh shit!
So they're just around. I mean, I don't.
They are. I was hanging out at a bar in Kokomo not too long ago, and just talking and hanging out, and this girl was there talking to my girl and a couple other people, and she was like, "Yeah, I travel for work, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Oh, what do you do?" She goes, "I'm a high-end escort," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right." I didn't know we were just saying that out here, but okay.
Where were you guys when I had $20,000? I literally spent the whole summer being like, I'm gonna get laid this year.
Well, she was like, I'm going on. She's like showing photos of like on a yacht, and
I don't know.
showing.
I don't know if the one I was talking to was high end, but she could afford business cards.
She had a printify.com subscription.
To be fair, so do like half of the comedians we know. You ever just been hanging?
Please stop. If you're a comedian with a business card. No,
I mean, I did it when I first started. I thought that's what you had to do.
Yeah, it's tough.
They're like, I got a QR code on it this time. I'm like,
It doesn't matter to me. Just follow me on Instagram. I like a couple of my things. Maybe repost it, and then I'll notice you.
I fucking made stickers.
Oh, yeah?
Well, because like I feature for like this guy who sold out. I don't know if you guys know Pete Lee, but he's very funny.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Joe Rogan because he
sold out all his shows, and he was like, "You're featured and you don't sell merch." And I was like, "No." He's like, "You're leaving a lot of money on the table." So then I was like, "All right, I'm going to finally." So I designed these like stickers and had them made, and then I ordered them all and realized I didn't put my social media on them or anything. And I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, I can't do this.
You look down at the bottom and you just have like in Sharpie. Like, written on
I tried and it just rubs off.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do.
You know, it's so nice that you brought that up because I was working on like future down the line having merch and I did not think to put socials on it at all.
Well, I hate selling myself. I don't like sales pitching,
It's the one thing I'm actually pretty good
at. But I like
at.
money.
Yeah, I know. To me it's I'm good at like promo. I think that's why we have the following we do is I'm pretty good at like managing marketing, social media marketing. It's not my job or anything. I just like to do it. I enjoy the bullshit. It's like a puzzle.
Mm-hmm. I had a lady at Helium that was like, "Do you have any merch?" And I was like, "No." And then she's like, "Well, what's your Venmo?" And I was like, "Here." And she sent me $50. If I get people to just do that,
that'd be cool.
That'd be great.
A lot of comics, like road comics, will end their set like with bits, like with shirts and stickers. Our buddy Dan, and no secret, he does Dan West. He'll end like a set and be like, "I do have shirts for sale." There, it's like drinking, something to do with his set. And then like they're like Dan Alton, very very funny guy. He does the whole thing about his shirts, and it's actually a bit that he does. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of people that are on the road a lot, they're so good at that. They know they have to do it, so it's like it becomes part of their act almost.
I just I've been giving them away because I'm like, I'm dumb and I didn't put my social media on, so you just have these.
Yeah. Well, we'll throw one in the back of here if you.
I didn't bring them with me.
No, next time I see you. Listen. I got Terry Shepard. Right there, Terry. Right there. Oh, yeah. I got this from
Terry.
LG. This one's from Crystal Evans. I got Dan Alton, who also hates me, by the way. He doesn't.
Dan Alton doesn't like you?
No, I don't think so.
I can never get a good read on that guy.
I thought he hated me, and I told everybody in the group, I was like, I think pretty sure he hates me. And they're like, no. Then I featured for him at a cigar bar in Lafayette, which is like the fourth or fifth show I did with him. We kept getting booked with him, and I think that's probably part of it. And I'm still kind of new a little bit. It was my first feature gig, so I was like, I'll feature for him, and I did that. And then it went really well. I had a good time, but we had to leave because I had my band had a show at the same town, so I had to run over to a band show afterwards. And we had a good conversation. We were joking around, and then I posted a joke on social media making fun of Mark Maron, and I think he must be a big Mark Maron fan because I was just like, Mark Maron is just the Joe Rogan of the left, like messing around. Like he's just trying to get. I was fucking goofing, and then I wrote a later one about Joe Rogan, making fun of him being the Mark Maron of the right, trying to do this thing. And he's like, everything you post is for engagement, and your little check mark and all, making fun of my check mark, which always makes me laugh because I'm like, Facebook pays us money. Like I give them a little bit back so that I have like some security with them, because like that's how it works. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Everybody likes to make fun of my check mark, and then I ended up getting booked like 2 months later, featuring for him again in another town. And he's like, every time I come into town, it's either you or Brian that's fucking featuring for him. And I'm like, I'm sorry, man.
I did a show with him when I was in that boot. I came to Kokomo, and he was like, "Are you gonna go on stage in a boot?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can't fucking walk without a boot." You think this is a prop boot? And everyone's like, I thought he was joking, so I was trying to play around. And then I was like, no, he was seriously. Like, I just don't. We don't like. The vibe is off.
Yeah, I think he's just on the road a lot. I don't know if that's it, and he just because there's a disconnect in conversation sometimes with him. He's really fucking funny. Like he murders rooms. He's so good at making people in the crowd feel like.
I really admire he's comes from that DIY approach too. He used to like record his own CDs in the like basement shows.
Oh yeah, like a punk rock comic. Yeah.
Which really is what I really like aspire to.
Yeah. That's why I like him so much. He doesn't like me, but I don't care. That's why I'm
like
at that
Sam
point.
Talent.
I have so many of those. I have so many people that I've accidentally gotten in arguments with, and they don't like me anymore. But I'm like,
I still like you.
That's why Sam Talent will take him to open for him and stuff sometimes, because Dan would like put him on when no one knew who he was. Like he's like, everybody's got to see this guy, and now he's huge. So.
Yeah. And I think that's an interesting. It's interesting because when you meet somebody like Dan can, like I said, one of the things I do like about Dan Alton is that like he'll be in any room and he'll make you feel like he's there for you specifically, like the room. Like he'll pick people out, and they're bits, but like because if you've seen him enough, you know. But like he'll do a good job of imprinting on people. But yeah, we had him in the podcast and he hung out with us. It was pretty funny. He was picking on Sean a lot. It was pretty funny to watch him pick on Sean a little bit because he was like getting in him. It was Brian and me and him, because we had him in Gas City, and then we had him at Harvest Fest, which was a festival we do.
Which were the same weekend.
Yeah, they were the same weekend. So we hung out with him all weekend. It was, like I said, I think he's funny. I just don't think he doesn't like me very much, but that's okay. He's probably just sick of seeing me, to be honest. Saw me too much.
I also assume everybody hates me, so it's just my vibe.
When we were in Muncie, and so we had this in Muncie at Be Here Now, if you guys have ever been there before, but there's a room. A girl named Alexa Eden, she works there, and she was running comedy throughout there, and so she hosted the show. And when she brought me up on stage, she handed me the mic. Oh, dude, he's pissed that she handed me the mic, because he's like, put it back in the. You guys don't know how to put it in the thing. Because I just handed it to the next person. Because I was like, fuck it, I'll hand it to the next person. I don't give a shit at this point. And so like we were just handing it off, because I was like, I didn't know where the mic. I didn't move the mic stand. She moved it, and I didn't even know where it was. So it became like, you could tell he was just frustrated. Like, what are we, amateur hour in here? And I'm like, yes, we are, Dan. And you're getting paid to do amateur hour with us. You're getting paid well.
I did a show there, and the set was great. There was so many people there. It was like a college night. Well, I guess that's a college town because of Ball State, but
yeah,
it was a really good show. Everyone did great. And then they were like, you got to do karaoke. Like they did karaoke after.
Yeah.
So I stayed around and did a Kid Rock song. They did not like Kid Rock. I wasn't doing it seriously. Like it was for fun.
Which one was it? Was it
Cowboy?
Cowboy.
And man, they did not.
If you did Unpictured, I'd been fine with it. You know what I mean? Because Sheryl Crow balances it out. It's all right.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it's music. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, I'll do an R. Kelly song. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Well, you will do it in a heartbeat. It's my favorite. I love doing He's got an R. Kelly bit that's hilarious. So that's why he always looks at me, because it's one of my favorite bits of his, and he doesn't like to do it very often.
It's just dated.
It's dated, yeah. I don't give a shit. I like
R. Kelly's
I'm
still
old.
current. What do you
Yeah, he's always current.
Wait, who's R. Kelly?
Yeah, exactly. Boom. No, these kids.
Oh, yeah.
For a guy named Bird, you would believe that you could fly if you listened to him.
Have you heard that song that they talk about on the Rogan spot?
Yeah, every time.
I didn't know what that song was until that Protect Our Park shit. But
dude, he's got so much, like R. Kelly, for a guy that can't read, is very prolific. You know what I mean? The fact that he can't read or write is
I
crazy.
didn't know what Trapped in the Closet was, and then when I finally started discovering, I was like, this is insane.
Yeah, it's an opera, but it's the same exact music over and over. It's not like the music changes.
Yeah,
it's the same. He got in with like the right people, and he's a very good singer. Like he's got his range is insane. Like he's just incredible range, and he wrote his own music, but like just by ear, because obviously he can't even read and write normally. That's the craziest part about it all to me, is that he's like illiterate.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Like illiterate. I can't write.
Is that why his name is just R?
Yeah. He's
As far as he got.
He knows the letters. He doesn't know how to pronounce them. No, I'm kidding. No, that's what they said. Like he would have people, he would say something and make them write it down for him because he couldn't write the lyrics or nothing. He had to remember it all. He's the Jay-Z of the, because he and Jay-Z, remember they had that Best of Both Worlds tour. Like he's been ingrained with a lot of that for a long time. R. Kelly's was our prom song was an R. Kelly song with Celine Dion.
Yeah. I remember I liked Down Low a lot when I was like really little.
I got screwed out of prom, man. COVID.
Why?
COVID.
Oh, COVID.
Yeah,
COVID. Prom?
Yeah, I bought the tickets and never got refunded.
I thought you said you got screwed at a prom. And I was like, nice.
I didn't go to my prom.
No. I missed junior year because there was just no way in junior year I was getting a date, and then senior year I'm like, I got a girlfriend. This is fucking awesome. And then they're like, COVID. I'm like,
COVID.
Damn.
But
Here's
you
the
get a
thing.
prom?
I was really poor.
Yeah.
So was I.
Our prom tickets were like $200.
Oh, that's crazy. Ours
Yeah.
are 50.
I spent like
For a couple. Yeah.
I spent 50 for like 2.
Yeah. Yeah. For a
Damn.
couple. That's crazy. It's $200.
Well, it was a private school. And
okay.
I had to work with the janitors to even afford to go to a school that I didn't want to go to. It sucked.
Which is tough. That's just puts a target on you too.
Yeah.
Does not help. Yeah. Do you
What are you, Goodwill Hunting?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like, are you just doing Goodwill Hunting?
So I solving equations on the board, like.
No, but
I'm low-key smart.
I didn't get a scholarship. Never mind.
You're wicked smart, son. Kid, you're wicked smart, kid.
No, they had some weird like work program where like you could work after school and before school with the janitors, and they would like pay for your cut off your tuition or costs or whatever.
I mean, that's good.
And I was like the only kid that didn't have a parent that was a doctor or something, so I had to do that.
Yeah. You're always sick.
Yeah.
No, I went to a lot of proms. I always feel bad when I talk to people who are like, I didn't go to proms. I went to too many proms. We got a lot of county schools, so I got invited to a lot of proms when I was in high school. I was a fun dancer.
Now that everyone from my school is on OnlyFans, I can pay to pretend we went to
Yeah, I went to prom with one girl and then left with a different one time. That was pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They knew that I was doing it, but it was still pretty fun, you know? It's always fun.
I have been to proms because we've hosted proms at that venue I worked at.
I love adult proms. I love an adult
I've
prom.
been to a bunch of other people's proms.
Yeah. I did. We have Taylor over here. I went to 2 of their proms. I went to a Western prom. And then I went to 3 Kokomo proms.
I think the last dance I went to was in middle school, probably.
Yeah. Were you there with Julia Stiles? The Last Dance.
And we hosted the Lawrenceburg High School prom at the Casino Event Center. And they hired a magician.
Hell yeah.
And he just kept fighting with us on like, come on, just let me say the F word one time. And I'm like, why do you need to say the F word in your act? And he's like, they've heard way worse on the radio or like in their music or whatever.
Don't think I'm cool.
They will, though.
He was the worst magician I ever saw. At one point, he like knocked over his whole set, so it exposed like all the the trick behind it.
That's why he was fighting. He needed to say that.
That's what I was wondering, because I was like, is this supposed to be a comedy show or like a magic show?
Yeah. Am I working clean or what's? Yeah. I got to do a clean act in here.
He thought saying the F word once would just like endear him to the kids for some reason. That's very bizarre.
It will, okay? Bill Nye had this whole... Bill Nye was Bill Nye, and then he did a nice little video where he's like... He said the F word and then lit a globe on fire. And he's like, the world is burning right now. And then everyone took him seriously for a year.
At least he waited until all those kids grew up. You know what I mean? This guy's at the prom like, you guys gonna fuck tonight? Yeah! Woo! Yeah! I got Percocets. Hit me up afterwards. I got cocaine. I got Percocets. I can make a lot of things disappear. Sorry,
There's a joke, but there's a guy here that is that guy.
Oh, there is. Like, damn it. There's always a guy, dude. I'm telling you, man. Be hanging out. Hey, you got some Percocets? No. All right, fuck it. I'll fucking deal with them. I got really into Percocets when I had my appendix taken out. They stopped giving them to me after.
Oh, I don't care. Anyway, there's this comic. No, we were joking about it because he's got like he's opening for Jeff Dye at Helium.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can figure it out. No.
Said opening or feature?
Featuring, I think. I don't know. I don't really know him that well.
Is he the right one guy? Jeff Dye?
Yeah, I think he is now. I don't know.
Yeah. Comedy. Yeah.
He called out my friend, which I thought was hilarious, even though I love my friend very much.
Yeah.
My friend opened for him. Now I'm getting off topic, but real quick, this is funny. My friend opened for him and then was like, hey, thanks so much for letting me open for you. if you ever need an opener, I'd love to work with you, blah, blah, blah. And then when the Jeff Dye stuff started coming out and people were like trashing him, he posted online like, Jeff Dye was the worst headliner I ever worked with.
Oh my God.
And then Jeff Dye went like, yeah, here's this fucking guy sending me text, and he leaked all their text messages. And I was like, this is why I'm not fake to people. Like,
yeah, you gotta be you, dude. Don't do that.
But I love my friend. It's just very funny that he got exposed like that. But anyway, this guy, he kind of does comedy, I guess, and he has like a stripper. He had like a stripper pole in his house, and he just does drugs and pills and all that stuff. And then we found out he makes his living like giving motivational speeches at high schools, and we're like, how does that make sense at all?
That makes so much sense. What are you talking about?
I told you guys not to tell people I do that on the side. I'd love to do motivational speakings in high school.
You know how coked out you have to be to tell a bunch of teenagers the future's going to be good for them?
Yeah, right.
I guess. Yeah, now that you say it, maybe it does make sense.
It's like, just be yourself out there. If you work hard, you'll have a substantially good life.
Also, no disrespect to that guy.
Yeah,
I just wanted to...
You know who else did motivational speaking in high schools? Jared Fogle from Subway.
That's true.
He did.
Oh, Jesus.
He did. You two can also lose weight, and all these kids are like, we're not fat. Like, we're kids.
Have you guys seen the new Tom Segura special?
No, I have not.
He has a whole bit on it about how like they were going to do a marketing campaign where he was going to be like, Jared was going to be the healthy sub guy, and he was going to be like his brother, the unhealthy sub guy. Like, but he was so happy because like he never ended up getting the job.
Wasn't the name like he had like a black name? Like it was like
Jamal or Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine.
Yeah.
Jared also another Indiana treasure.
Yeah. Thank God. Michael Jackson. Mrs. Pat. I'm just kidding.
The weirdest thing, there was a thing on Subway at the time when he was popular called the Pants Off Dance Off with Jared, which I don't think that aged well.
Come on, pants off, dance off, everybody. Come on, take off your pants.
Jesus Christ.
I said take them off. Junior, get in front of the camera. I'm just kidding. It's horrible. It's horrible. No, did you see the documentary? It's a wild documentary.
I knew a guy that like was old friends with him, and that was weird enough for me.
I remember like one of they had a woman who was specifically integral to like getting all the evidence, and she was on Dr. Phil, and it was like a grueling episode to watch. I was like, shit, guy.
Well, his manager like killed himself, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, that guy was like fucking horses and shit.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. They were into some shit. They were into some shit.
Well, they said that he would like sell porn at IU or whatever. In college so I don't know. He was like the porn guy. Everyone went to him, and he had all the porn, and he like rented it out like a fucking Blockbuster or whatever.
Back in the good old days when you could be a porn dealer.
I remember in high school, I had like a bunch of magazines and like movies back in the, this was before I was banging, and then I started banging girls, and I had a friend of mine was like, hey, can I get your stuff? Because like you're now sexually active, so I'd like to borrow it. And he had this like laundry chute that like an old one in the house that they had sealed up, no longer used, and so he had a laundry basket that would fit in there perfectly, that he can shut it and keep all of his porn in there. And I guess one day his mom was coming in, and he was throwing it in there real quick and didn't realize it all went down, and now he just has a hole in his. So I lost all my porn.
Yikes.
I had like the Cindy Crawford Playboy. That's what pissed me off. I had a Cindy Crawford Playboy. One of the Jacksons, not Janet, which Latoya Jackson Playboy. That was pretty cool.
My dad had a huge collection that I stole from my entire childhood. We had the one like the first ever shaved bush.
Oh shit!
And there's a comic who has a bit about it.
That's historical.
I literally started dying laughing before the punchline even hit because I was like, I got that one.
You're like, it viscerally went back to your childhood.
My thing is like, I legitimately would read the Playboys. I would read the interviews with like the celebrities they'd have on. I'd read the joke section. And shit, whatever they had to say about cologne and shit, and then I would like write smut stories and like ooze that into it and make money off of that. And then I made money selling like instructions for homemade fleshlights to my buddies.
Just do that again.
Yeah, just do that. You can probably make money off of that.
It's all over Reddit now. I mean, we were in a small country like area, no internet, so like I had the wisdom.
What you do is you get two scratch pads. You use the other side of them. Now, what'd you do? What was your?
I think the worst one.
Yeah, what'd you do?
The worst and the first one I ever did is I had like toilet paper, and then you just like layer the toilet paper over it, and then stuff it in, and you'd have a rubber band, and then you'd put lotion inside of it, then layer more toilet paper on top of it. So there was like a sort of a... Why am I explaining this on the podcast?
Just waiting to see how much you'll tell us.
Welcome, JD Vance, to the pod.
I also used to teach people how to like make water bottle bongs and shit. And
oh yeah, the gravity bongs.
Yeah.
Go back to jerking off to like paper towels or whatever.
I would like sleep in every class in high school, and then after school I'd be like, if you want to know something, give me $5.
And you know why he knows all that stuff? He was molested.
Yeah, he's fucking the MacGyver fucking jerking off over here.
Literally, yeah.
That's hilarious.
My dad had a bunch of Playboys. We found out because we overheard my mom say it in the phone that like there were still Playboys in the attic, and the next day we came home, my brother fell through the ceiling. We were like, what were you doing? Literally a giant hole and him on the ground. We were like, what the hell?
Just his dick's hanging out the ceiling. You're like, what the fuck's going on up there, dude? Bro. Something small is poking his little small worm coming from the ceiling. I don't know what's going on. That's hilarious.
I remember my dad got really upset, and he was like talking about it with like other adults. He was like, yeah, this motherfucker stole my magazine and left this really specific issue all sticky. I'm like, Dad, I'm not old enough to come yet. I didn't do shit. Yeah. That was you, bro.
That was me.
You're blaming it on me.
Did you? How old are you?
When I got the stuff?
No, just in general.
Now I'm 38. Yeah.
Okay, so you're the same age as me. What did you have the thing where like you would sneak and try to watch? Maybe I'm exposing myself. Where like your parents would have like a porn VHS and you would try to stop it at exactly the right point.
Yes. I actually, in middle school, this kid gave me a copy of the movie Homeward Bound, and he was like, this is going to blow your mind. So So I'm like, hell yeah, this has got to be a great movie. So I take it home and I'm like, Mom, we got to watch this tonight. So me and my siblings and my mom all sit down on the couch to watch Homeward Bound. Yes, this is a bit I'm doing, but it's also a true story. So the movie starts, and I realize why he said it was going to blow my mind is because he recorded over Homeward Bound with the 50-person gangbang. I got grounded that day.
There was a time you just never knew what was on the tape when you got it.
Was he trying to fuck you over, or was he...
No. So the real true story is that he did tell me it was porn, but I thought it would be better for the joke.
That's funny, though.
Yeah, I fucking my stepdad was into weird shit because like I got a tape and he had like this compilation tape of like weird shit. I didn't know. I was just like, oh, porn, cool, and put it in. And the next thing I know, it's like the weirdest shit. Like this guy on there is like the Legend of Long Dong Silver, and it's like a black guy with a dick that's like so like it's fake dick. It's like a fake dick, and he's like banging these chicks from like 6 miles. Yeah, it's like I was like, wow, this is interesting. And then like obviously it was like I hate to use this term, but this was the term of the time. But they she-mail, you know, they did all that weird shit. Like it was always like I was like, man, my stepdad's into some weird shit. Like I was just happy there was no animal stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Dang it. I'm just kidding. I watched Tiger King and I was like, I've been down with that. You might have fucking a tiger. I never when I was in Washington State, there was a guy that he died that way. It was like a huge story. When I was in Washington State, a guy was like, not a tiger, sorry, let me rephrase this. He didn't fuck a tiger. A horse. He had a horse fucking him in the ass, and I guess the horse got lost footing and just rammed it all the way up and killed him. And it was like a huge story when I was up there. It was like very huge story. Someone would say, horse cocks dies.
Didn't they make a documentary about that?
Yeah. Probably. I mean, I would. I've been working on one.
Isn't it crazy that if you get fucked to death by a horse, you just get compared to Mr. Hands? Like, you don't even get like your own story.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's like horrible, man. It's porn was it's so hard to find, but like you would find it everywhere. Like,
yeah.
That early internet was really dicey because you would just download stuff on Kazaa or LimeWire or whatever the fuck it was and just be like, I hope this is what it says it is.
Yeah, hopefully.
When I got my first laptop, I downloaded every porn video I could get a hold of because we didn't have internet. So if I went somewhere and there was internet, I'm like taking shit home with me. And my computer stopped working, and so my mom gave it to this guy to fix. He never got it to fix or turn back on, so he says. but he's my stepdad now, and he has a laptop with a bunch of porn in his house somewhere.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that like the first thing they recorded when they like invented film? They like was just like naked people.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like get the argument where people are like, "Oh, like porn's so weird now." I'm like, yeah, we do it way too much, but like eroticism's always been a thing. Like, there have always been like images of people shoving shit in their butts. It's like,
yeah. I mean, it's just, I feel like nowadays the problem is it's like in places you shouldn't see as much as we see. We see too much all the time. Like, I shouldn't see a funny post on Twitter and be like, oh, this girl's funny. I might go follow her, click on her page, and now I see her fucking full holes.
Right.
Like all fucking both of them just staring at me like they're with beady eyes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to see it. And it's like gaping, and it's like, God damn it. You know, like, what the hell's going on?
I follow this Reddit called Crappy Music, and it's like, I don't know, some of them is just too good, but there's this one lady who's like, yeah, look at me on the shit, and it's like the worst rap I've ever heard, and someone's like, yeah, here's how she makes her money, and they posted like a link to this, like, it was all just, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, like,
and I'm
it's
like, I just saw this lady rap, now I'm looking at, okay, all right.
I was following this woman on Facebook, and she had a whole bunch of funny sketches and shit, and then she, instead of doing like a sketch, her like daily post or something was her just like squatting down, and then you just hear like this clanking noise to the beat, and she's playing her guitar, but it's her like flexing her butt plug to the beat and using it to like keep beat. And I'm like, this shouldn't be on Facebook.
Yeah.
It should be on my phone.
That's
but it shouldn't be on
disgusting. Send me a
Facebook.
link later. I need to talk to her about this.
I feel like it's always been that way though, because I'm just a few years older than you guys. I'm 40. I'm about to be 41. In not middle school, in high school, I saw somebody be beheaded by a jihadist on Rotten.com.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Rotten.com, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but like, and honestly, like, you can kind of get roped into any of these things on any of these social media, but it's just weird. Like I said, I was talking to you one time because I was just randomly on Twitter, and this girl popped up, and she was like, watch me suck on this dildo and fill up this bucket of like saliva and then shove it up my arsehole, and all I could think of was arsehole, really, like some British bitch, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't, and like, to me, I'm like, that I should have been more offended by the fact that she's accumulating saliva to pour in her own asshole, but I was just more mad that she said arsehole.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I used to live with this comic who was very sexually open. I don't know, like, I'm very private.
Yeah.
In my sex, like, I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah.
And everything, his whole personality was like sex, whatever. And like, he would tell everyone like how he bought this like rubber lady that he fucks, and I'd get people coming over like, heard about your new roommate, and I'm like, what? And
Yeah, what's going on?
Like, I'm not even in on the show.
You don't even know.
What's going on. And I remember like one time he's like talking about some porn star he loves, and he's like, I want to fuck her in the ass or something, and I'm like, well, I heard she doesn't let guys fuck her in the ass because she's married or something. I heard that's like, I don't know how I even knew that, but I come home one day and I just hear like porn blaring, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I like open the door, and he's got just her getting fucked. He's like, look who's getting fucked in the ass, Jerry. I was like, this is not, I wasn't like, I was raised Catholic, so I was like scared to talk about sex with people. It was like very uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, they didn't make you guys, like, the guilt's a big thing. Shame, guilt's a big thing. Yeah. I have a bit about my mom. I grew up with the naked mom because my mom walked around the house naked. Like, nudity was no big deal. So, like, I've never been ashamed of the nudity part of stuff in life. So, like, I've been lucky in that way because, like, I've met a lot of people that are like, dude, they're like covering up even their fucking nipples. And as a dude, like, I've seen dude be like, no, like, what are you doing? Yeah, Boden, I've been telling you, just pull them things out, baby. Dude, I don't care if they've been chewed on.
Bro, I lived out in the country, and I just walk around in like basketball shorts, like only basketball shorts all day, like growing up for 20 years.
And you can see that on his only.
Well, there's that show at the Swinger Club or something?
Yeah.
I'm too young for it.
Sean told me, a comic here, Sean, he said he performed naked on it, and I'm just like, oh, he's like, yeah, you can just take your clothes off.
Different Sean?
Different Sean.
Different
Oh, I was like, yeah, no.
I want to do that show so badly, but I'm 2 years too young for it.
You gotta be 25?
You gotta be 25 to go in the club.
Why?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm old enough to do everything else to ruin my life. I can't get an STD or something.
Maybe it's like, I don't know. They don't want somebody to bring their 19-year-old girlfriend in there.
There's a nudist colony near my grandparents' farm, but I heard like they kick out anybody who's like creepy. Like if you go and you get like a boner, they'll be like, get the fuck.
Well, yeah,
It's just an empty place. It's just an empty place. No people.
The nudist community is different than all that, or at least that's what they try to like tell themselves.
Right,
That's hilarious. Get mad if somebody gets a boner, like you can control it or something. Like, hey, you fucking, you're pet.
Well, because there's a difference with it as a nudist colony, but I know like people would like to go there because they want to see, like people get curious. They're like, oh, there's naked people up that hill or whatever.
Yeah. I'm running up that hill. I don't know the rest of the songs. I just know that I've seen Stranger Things. That's all I'm saying.
Kate Shaved Bush,
Yeah, Kate Shaved Bush. Hell yeah. We got a lot of puns going on here with the fucking Stranger Things. Hell yeah, I do. Go ahead.
We just watched 28 Years Later, the Bone Temple, and dude, so many dongs.
It was the Bone Temple.
Yeah, the Bone Temple. Dude, everybody has the same bush though. Like it's the same bush wig on every person. I
like,
swear.
hey, can you hand me the merkin? I got to use it now or whatever.
England, I mean.
Well, I'm just like, damn, where are the blonde pubes? Where's the representation?
He just
here?
wants to see. He wants to snatch so bad. Your pussy, first off, snatched. Second, no, it is funny because they use those like fake bushes in all those movies and stuff.
The first infected that did run out were like naked ladies.
Literally, yeah. The first thing you see is like naked titties just run out of a bush. I'm like, I didn't want it that way.
I don't think I've ever seen non-naked titties, but yeah. Titties are typically. If I see titties, they're naked. No, I guess the strip clubs they put the little things, little pasties on.
Yeah,
that's true.
They do.
Yeah, little
Do you guys have those strip clubs where they ram your head in their crotch?
Yeah, they did that.
No, it's a smell issue.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
The one I went to, like, it was just like the most like. I know it's fucking stupid to call a strip club classy, but it was very classy.
Yeah.
Good vibes. The girls were.
I had a
very nice.
In Washington State, they do full nude strip clubs, like full nude, but you have to be 3 feet from the stage. You can't be anywhere near because you can't touch them while they're nude. But they do lap dances, but they're not allowed to be naked during the lap dances. Yeah. So, like, I was with my ex-wife there.
They don't do that here?
No. Like, they do lap dances and stuff, but they don't do full nude.
But I went to a place in Michigan City for my friend's bachelor party, and his uncle made us go to a strip club, and they were like, downstairs they do nude. Because upstairs it was just topless.
Well, if it's like a private event, you can.
Yeah, they might be able to. There's different rules depending on. Yeah, but
you can do a lot of stuff with private parties and shit.
Yeah, it's kind of different. Yeah, it's they did full nude there, and then my wife at the time was like, you should do a lap dance, and I'm like, okay. But it was funny because she had like wore a bathing suit the whole time during the lap dance, and so like her move, which was hilarious, was she just kept going near my crotch, just blowing hot air in my dick, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, so that's not the type of blowjob I was hoping for. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It was just weird as hell. But they also had those like coffee places you drive through that are like topless coffee places.
Yeah, we need those.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Can I get a Coke?
I don't want to be a pervert about it, but I wouldn't mind seeing some tits while I'm just ordering a Coke or whatever.
I think we don't have them because I've seen some videos on the internet of dudes being perverts at those places.
Yeah.
We had a place that it closed sadly, but it was my favorite place to go when I started comedy. And I hate strip club. I don't like the vibe, but this place was like a special. It's like walking into a portal to like another world. It was called My Room, and it was this tiny shitty bar that had like a strip pole in the corner, and the jukebox was like broken, like glass.
Yeah,
and they would reach in and like change the CD physically, like. It was like, and they gave you these like empty Coke bottles with like popcorn or rice in them, and you bang them on the table if you thought the girl was dancing good.
Jeez.
It was just the saddest place, and I like sad places sometimes. So
or interesting places.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Yeah. That's why you came out to Darlington all the.
The what?
That's why you came out all the way out to Darlington. That one's
a sad, interesting place. There's a man in his basketball shorts walks around just in basketball shorts over here. You gotta see. No, when I was up there, because you can't be close to them, you can't give them dollars. So you walk in and you exchange dollars for poker chips.
Oh.
And so they'd be straight up butt naked, and they would literally arch their backs, and guys would try to get a poker chip in the cooch. But when I was in Italy, they don't have they have coins for dollars. They don't have like dollar bills. So you'd give them coins, and they give you fake dollars. So it's the opposite. It was like, we have dollars, they give you chips. They have,
I was wondering how that would go over if they didn't know.
Yeah.
Like you bought prop money and came in and gave fake.
Yeah.
Oh, you get
that
your
probably
ass
would not
beat.
go over very well. I would
know.
Oh, when I went, they were like, as soon as you like walk off, they check that money. Like they.
Oh yeah, they're watching their shit. They're watching
your
their
ass
money.
beat for that.
Yeah, I assume most if there's.
But what if you have like a ass beating kink? Like you like to get your balls stepped on.
That's the whole point.
I got plans for tomorrow night now.
Because that'd be hilarious. No, I've been wondering because like I think the future of strip clubs will be they'll have like a front and then they'll have like rooms that these girls cam in because I think that's what they're going to have to go into. Like these girls that want to do nudity but don't have their a quicker internet connection. I feel like
isn't that just? Have you seen the movie Paris, Texas?
No. About that?
Well, it's in the 80s, but I guess it's just like peep shows is what they call it. But it's like you go into the room and the girl's just on the other side of the double-sided mirror.
Yeah.
So you can see them, but they can't see you. And then they're just like, hey, oh.
Well, I just think what they'll do is they'll have like now like if you haven't been to a strip club like the last time I went it's been a minute but like you'll go and they'll do their dances on stage and then they get off and they walk around and try to get their dollars
right
and then they wait until they try to get lap dances and shit. Well, I think because of the future there's going to be a lot less of this shit. It'll mostly be online. They'll just end up being like almost like internet cafes where you'll have like the main room where they'll have to do a dance or two every hour or whatever, and then they'll go back to their booth rooms and do their fucking live strip because like these girls are just doing live shit on OnlyFans now. Like they're just independent contractors, but they'll find a way to make them no longer independent contractors because that's how capitalism works. They'll end up fucking taking their money.
There is don't ask me how I know this, but no, there's a place in Vegas called the Bunny Ranch. I had a show on it. But I think like
they do like prostitution, like straight
right.
Prostitution, right.
But I'm saying like I think sometimes that if you check the site, there'll be like you can be like, oh, my favorite porn star is going to be there for a month, and you can.
Oh shit! They have independent contractors.
Yeah, I think they can just like bring people in or whatever. I've heard.
There's like a stringent like you have to get tested and a bunch of other stuff. So as long as they go through the proper channels, I think that's the right way to do it. Because the other way to do it is the back alley shit's bad. I think that contributes more to trafficking because then you don't know where if they're doing it of their own free will, and then it becomes like a. I remember watching a clip of Mark Norman getting yelled at on stage from a lady that was like, "If you went to a prostitute, you're a piece of shit." And he's like, "What? What are you talking about?" Like, it's trafficking. And he's like, "Okay, lady, it was a joke." Like, I was just joking on
my friend hooked up with one, but
Mark Norman.
I don't want to out him.
Penis.
He makes cartoons. I do voices of his cartoons, but he's a comic. And he called me one night, and he's like, "Yeah, so I went home, and this lady was sitting on the stairs of my apartment building, and she like looked all sad, and she's like, I can't call a cab, my phone's dead." And I said, "You could come in my apartment and charge your phone or whatever." And he said, I was just jokingly like, while we were waiting, I was like, "You want to make out?" I was like, "Yeah, cool. Get a lady in your apartment," and then immediately creep her out. And he's like, "Well, I just thought it'd be funny. I was just kidding."
Yeah.
And then he's like, then she kind of came clean. She's like, "Well, actually, I'm an escort, and I was on a date here," and then whatever. And he's like, "Oh, cool. Can I jerk off?"
How much?
Like $20 and just jerked off on her tits. And he's like, "It was insane." And I'm like, "All right, man. I don't know."
Yeah, that seems like
I don't think I could do that.
No. I'm awkward at strip clubs. Like, I don't even like tucking a butt.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, here.
Bro.
Wait a
Leave.
second.
Yeah.
You've given me so much shit
For what?
when I was awkward at the drag show.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm less awkward. Those are all dudes. I like them guys. They're all cool. I like them. I was just giving you shit because I was like, Sean's over here with an awkward boner. And like, I don't know if I'm allowed to have this boner. And
The guy strip stuff is insane.
Yeah, they're fun, dude.
They're fun. It's so scary.
Yeah. It is a little. It's a lot.
Awkward at a strip club though. When I was already on like my third lap dance, I had this Latina chick named Dolce on me, and she's like, "You can like touch me, right?" I'm like, "Really? Cool." And then like I put my hand on her ass for like 5 seconds. I'm like, "This doesn't feel right." Hands to the side. I was like, "I'm good."
It's all clammy on her ass and shit, just like sweaty hands.
They were like, they were doing all the work. I was literally just sitting there like, "This is awesome."
They really like you if they ask if you want to see their real hair.
Yeah.
They were having me like do jokes for them. I'm like, "No, I'm not going to do my joke about how I sweat too much at the fucking strip club." No.
We hosted like a Magic Mike thing, and they would literally like throw these women on the ground and just like hump them into submission. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they're like rough.
Yeah, this was like This is assault. Hey, do you guys want to pay to get assaulted? And they're like, all right. The Magic Mike things I get because it's like a once in a you don't do that. Like the guys will go to some of the guys that go to strip club, they go like weekly. Like they're like there once a week. Like just that's their expendable income. They're like, I don't gamble, but I do spend dollars for no reason every week somewhere and see a bunch of girls who aren't interested in me pretend to be. Hey,
it's a very alluring concept.
Listen, we all like a little fantasy.
I like the mystique.
Yeah, I like the X-Men too. Let me throw a couple things up here, and we're gonna head the hell out of here. We do have Sean does have some shows coming up here. Obviously, Helium Comedy Club at the Wit Theater, and then you're gonna be at the White Rabbit Cabaret, correct?
Yeah, February 17th for Storytellers.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun show. I don't know. You guys heard of that? Have you guys done that before?
Yeah. Is that the Do Tell?
Yes, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the one...
Is it Cher's show?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so share and like and subscribe. I apologize.
Nice.
I also have these. I had a couple shows coming up here. I'm obviously going to be in Delphi. I'm going to be in Indy at Helium Comedy Club for the Roast Battle, in Delphi at the Dog House, and at the Wit Theater as well. And then I'll be at the Northern Pub in Lafayette for our show on February 20th. I will have that announced soon with the whole flyer thing. And then, of course, if you're bored and you're looking for something to do on Thursday evenings, come out to the Highmark here in Kokomo, Indiana. Doors open around 7 p.m. Sign-ups at 7:30. If you travel, just a message. I'll get you on the list early. And then, obviously, we start at 8 p.m. We got about 15 comics there. You get a professional headshot. We do audio. We do video. Sometimes video doesn't work out. Not going to lie. It's like the third thing on the list of things I'm doing typically. But, yeah, come on out to the Highmark every Thursday, 8 p.m. We're usually out of there before 10. So, you can get home in time to, make work the next day and not be too crazy. Of course, we do have a couple of new merch items. Go get the Kokomo Press shirt. It is that time of year. Get the Kokomo Press if you need to. That was the most requested shirt we've ever had. One person requested it. And then we also have the Don't Be a Clint shirt. Follow the Kokomo Press. So go get that. We have that in black as well. Obviously, check out Boden Byrd. Go follow him everywhere. I want to see more than 150 after this episode drops. So if you don't follow him,
I don't think mine's much more. I'm trying to get better at social media.
Yeah, just like triple, quadruple.
Well, that's not much.
Yeah, you spend more time on Facebook though too. You're like a Facebook guy.
I'm never on Instagram.
Yeah, that's why spend more time on
my
there.
Shows. Yeah,
just fucking hang out on Instagram, dude. It's more fun anyway.
It's where all the pretty people are. It makes me feel bad.
What I started doing was just heart everything and repost it. Just repost everybody's shit. That's what I do. I go on there, do. All right, and then I get away, and then I go back and do it again. Yeah, it's like forcing yourself to do social media sucks, but you have to. Also, I forgot to. This is the Terry Shepard's on that one.
Oh yeah,
they're on. It's Kyle. That's gonna be a fun show, man. I'm excited.
Doghouse.
The Doghouse. You guys know that one? Have you done that?
No.
I'm wondering if you have. I've a few people I've talked to have done that show, and I'm like, it's a fun room. And I'm like, okay, good. I want to get in a fun room. I've been doing a lot of shows that have been paying well, but it's in rooms that nobody wants to listen to comedy in. So it's just like, hey, I'm getting paid really well to talk to a wall. Hey, wall, how are you guys doing? Those are fun. Those are fun.
Ambush shows, yeah,
dude. I'll take them, but also, fuck, I do have a little quote I'm going to throw up this week. This is a thing by Patrice O'Neill, who passed away in 2011. Funny jokes and unfunny jokes come out of the same birth. You don't know if anything is going to be funny before you say it. You should be able to attempt to make anything funny. And if you don't believe that, check out Kill Tony. They'll try to make anything funny on there.
Even Roseanne.
Yeah, Roseanne. Fucking hanging out, dude. Other than that, I hope you guys had a great time hanging out here with myself, Jordan Grainger, here on the Kokomo Press Podcast. My great co-host, Sean D's in the house.
What's up, guys?
Wearing the Rams gear. Of course, we have a guest today, Jerome.
Hey.
That's it, Jerome.
Jerome.
Okay, go check him out on Instagram. Jeremy Johnston, ladies and gentlemen. And Boden Byrd. Thank you guys so much for hanging out in the Kokomo Press. This has been the Kokomo Press Podcast. We love you. Thank you for watching the Kokomo Press Podcast. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, and tell all your friends about it, because when people know about us, we get to continue to bring new, great, exciting things to you. And if you really want to support us, you can actually go on to Facebook and you can become an official subscriber. It's only $4.99 a month, and you get a lot of access to us. You get to tell us good jokes, tell us all the things you want to, and you're going to get access
access to new videos, merch, all kinds of things. And if you just want to support us in another way, maybe wear a shirt, wear a hat, something like that, check out kokomopress.shop. It's a brand new store we have set up. It's got all our merchandise needs. It's going to have limited run t-shirts, limited run hats. Go check it out right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with the Kokomo Press on the Kokomo Press Podcast. See you soon. 2 kisses.